Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daedra and Deathclaws. My name is Daniel. We're so happy to have you here. Just recapping a little bit. Last session, the party
kicked a dragon to death.
Literally, in fact, kicked a dragon to death after returning the dragon's stone to Farengar's secret fire. Oh my god, a dragon's attacking! So they went out, they fought it, they nearly died, nearly died,
Twice.
like
A lot.
7 times between the 4 of them.
Not me. No, it was literally just myself and Osmond.
Yeah,
As I'm sitting here with 2 HP, yeah, I didn't almost die at all.
You stayed conscious. We were up and down like mad.
So what I'm hearing saying is I did better.
Yes, you did.
It's not a competition.
Yeah.
I rocked it. I didn't do any bad.
You didn't get like.
you didn't do any good.
HP.
Ranged weapons.
Oh snap!
When the
9 points.
When the dragon was killed, something strange happened, and each of the people here felt more powerful, and they suddenly had the ability to summon a power from within them that never existed before. They channeled a Thum, the first word of draconic speech, Foos, and it knocked all of them on their asses.
No,
Spectacularly.
I managed to stay on my feet.
Almost all of them on their asses. On their way back, they heard a summons from the high heavens, or so it would seem, and they found out that the Greybeards have summoned them to High Hrothgar. In the time since then, the Jarl paid for them to stay at the Bannered Mare Inn, to rest up, recover, and sort of resituate themselves before starting the long journey up the 7,000 steps.
There is no chairlift. Gotta do them all.
We rejoined the party one day into their rest period. A little bit of shopping, a little bit of recovery, a lot of bandaging.
Oh, many bandages.
Everyone's at full health, and we're ready to get this party started.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Like I said earlier, I would suggest doing like little out trips to make sure that things are safe in the area for the week.
We require provisions.
Yes. Ooh, also, we have that like
Claw.
golden claw thing.
What's his face? The Imperial at River One.
So do we want to do a run back?
River Run.
Run. Yes.
So shall we do a run back to... Well, because here...
You can do
Shall
a run
we
to
run
river
to
run.
river
No,
run?
Hear this one out. We have to go through Riverwood to get to the base of the mountain to get up to Throat of the World, yes?
No.
In a roundabout way, yes, we could get there
'Cause-
eventually.
Because I would think from this side, you can't. It's just straight cliffs, so you have to get to the other side.
You can take it to the Pale, and the closest town is actually Iverstead.
Yeah, which is around the mountain this way. There we have to go.
So we
across
go
the river.
south.
Yes.
But River Wood and River Run are two different places. River Run is where the person.
No, that is. Riverwood is the same. He was just speaking stupid. His intelligence is lower.
My intelligence is a 14, I'll have you know.
The age of a 14-year-old. Yes, we've established this.
Ugh.
So we have to go through Riverwood to get...
I also misspoke earlier, but like I'm new here, so.
Exactly, so you're perfectly fine. There's nothing you could ever do that would be wrong. He is
Don't
always
take her
wrong.
side.
Oh, I will.
I just.
Yeah.
I
Which one
sneezed.
side shall I take, the left or the right? Because I will take either. As long as it's this side. It's so much fun to fuck with this one.
It really
It is
is.
stressful being the only human.
So is
Yet.
I
Who
just
says
sort
I'm
of,
not? This could just be a very elegant disguise.
I just sort of like blink at you and be like, I can be human too.
It weirds me out when you do.
So is what you're saying is that we should hold on to the claw until we go...
Mm-hmm. Because why go back and forth, back and forth? Let's just go into the green fields for a little bit. Or ask them, you know what? This one gets up and walks over to the barmaid and go,
As we jump over the fire like Jack be nimble.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fire?
I would, but I'm... And I gestured through the nub. Any other rumors of work? Beyond physical, emotional, spiritual.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarls men came by and left this bounty letter.
Exactly what we need. And I take the bounty letter.
Not to brag, but I literally kicked the dragon to death. I'm just saying I can handle more than chopping wood.
By the old Baltan Grave to all able-bodied men and women. Oh, that's
I
quite...
like that they include women. That's progressive.
No, it's not. It's very binary. Women, men. What if there are rules in between?
Fair
Or those
enough.
don't identify it either.
Right.
And we're
I'm
not
sorry, I
of
need to continue.
Whiterun, so does it apply to us?
We're in white
Benesil
we are
one.
not-
and Val
We
have
are
been
the
harassing her.
Thanes of Whiterun.
Officially.
Oh,
Or
yes.
Where's Valheim Keep?
I'm not sure actually.
I'll just turn around to the entire bar. Does anyone know where Valheim Keep is?
For the love of Talos, could you be more obvious?
Yes! Thank you! I could!
just
And I'll use prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation to like make sparks fly.
One of the more adventurer-looking types sort of grumbles over his shoulder. To the east.
And
Thank you.
I will actually walk over our map, put it on the table, for a gold piece in exact location.
Sure, whatever.
You know, plop down the map and ask him to point it out.
Can we see the next page of this?
It's just the one page.
Oh, this is a reward we
about
offered to
there.
anyone.
So where are the X's?
But what?
Roughly, give or take.
I assume
Who
this.
kills them? Who
North or east
brings
side
them
of-
to
I was like,
justice?
north or south side of the river.
What?
Looks like south side.
Wonderful! Alright!
I believe you have to hit the next button to know it.
Who kills,
Kills
their leader?
So this is one of those not dead or alive, just strictly dead.
Alright!
How would we prove that he's dead?
We can bring back
Easily.
his head.
Morbid! Or we tell them! Alright!
You want to know how I got all those skulls in my basement?
By buying them at market because you're unable to kill anything.
No, because most people prefer the heads of whatever they contract you to kill.
Well, that's just morbid.
That's fair.
Well, to be fair, they want people, per se.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so you've never
They
killed
were-
anything. Anyone. You've killed things.
Oh,
I've killed things. By the way, those rabbits.
Yes.
We gave them to the barkeep when we first came back.
As I
Yeah.
smell like...
No. A few days ago, we gave them to the barkeep to help offset dining costs.
And now we live lavishly.
Well, then I say we go and clean out some bandits. Let's go.
It would be good to have the area a little bit cleaner.
And I
before
will
we
place a
actually
gold on the
try.
table next to the patron who pointed it out for me.
He sort of just gestures at you with his mug there and goes back to drinking.
I don't know how much gold we got from the last set of things.
It's in the group chat thing.
I don't have it.
That's probably in the out of character.
It's fine. I will find it.
All right, then let's go. Back in there and back in a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we get there and back? Do we need our bedrolls? Do we
No,
need
no,
food?
it's just,
Do we-
and I'll just point out east, and actually I'll bring out the map where he showed. If it takes us just an afternoon to get to Riverwood, it will take us half that time to get to this camp.
Yes, it looks much closer.
I will remind you as well, I'm not having you track your rations.
Oh, I'm keeping a hold of my own,
Yeah.
because I got 2 left.
I'm still saying you don't have to track them because I don't find it fun or interesting.
I don't either. I like the way you think.
I like your words, Magic Man.
Careful not to roll that too tight.
Yes. Alright, so we go east.
Which way is east?
I like look up at the I look up at the sun and like point at the sun and like point the other way for where the sun is setting. Although I don't know what time of day it is.
So we go
It
opposite
is
to the setting.
mid-morning, so the sun is approaching its
Still,
peak.
yeah. So I point to the east.
Okay, thank you.
Is there? Oh, that's not a garden. Oh, there's Khajiit. Hello.
Oh.
I just wave as we walk past. I'm not.
I like
Oh,
come to a
I've-
full stop.
Peddlers.
We are going to have a discussion.
I.
Private. And you
I-
can see the disdain in my voice right now.
Okay.
One moment. I will quickly jaunt over and like, good morrow.
Do you seek to make a purchase?
What do you have as wares today?
Take a look.
Let's see. Weapons. Ooh. Oh, what's the...
There's a backpack
Mm-hmm.
with.
Oh. 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 The robes. Oh. Too expensive.
Does seem a little rich for your blood.
And then food, the idiots. I'll ask him, is that sweet roll fresh?
Yes. As fresh as they come.
Is it actually as fresh as they come, or does it look stale as fuck already?
Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Yeah!
Alicia, 207.5.
11.
Well, there's no such thing as 0.5, so it's 207.
It
Because we only have gold.
seems to have its shape intact. The icing is perhaps a little bit smudged, but it smells like a sweet roll from your distance.
That first backpack in the apparel,
So if you take 2 away.
how much for the pack and the sweet roll together?
Oh,
And I will.
for a brother Khajiit as you, we can do both together for 130.
It does sound nice, but this one is a brother. Surely you can spare a few more coin my way. And I
A
will-
brother will understand that it is difficult to make a living in the land of Skyrim for our people.
Exactly why I can want to pay less.
Go ahead and diplomatize.
24.
24. You know what?
You and me have the same diplomacy.
Mm-hmm.
One must remember to share the wealth with those of their kind.
Mm-hmm.
We can make a deal for 120 gold pieces.
Very fair, and I will give him the 120.
Very good.
Did he have a better dagger than an iron dagger?
Negative.
Alright.
So that backpack, I said increased carry capacity.
Two.
Just treat
Bonus
it like a backpack in Pathfinder rules, which I think increases your bulk capacity by 4.
2.
2,
2.
but that one's enchanted.
Nope, that's just what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Boop.
It has a green shimmer on it.
Because
Uh,
Skyrim
maybe-
doesn't have like backpacks that just give you bulk. They had to make an special enchantment in the game.
Yeah.
I know.
Make it work.
And then I'm guessing it's negligible when I'm using it. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yes. Wonderful. I have a bedroll now because I had not.
I do not do diplomacies and
We noticed your inability to communicate without pissing off an entire. Sorry. Every other race except your own, probably including your own, is
to
evident.
be fair, where are we?
Skyrim.
Where am I from?
Skyrim. Therefore, you should be understanding because there's literally races all over this country. You are not the isolated iceberg you were 100 years ago.
Unfortunately.
Racist.
Remind me to kill him later.
Oh, we can do it together. And I will wear the face of one of his people
No.
while doing it.
Make him a damned elf.
I can't make him.
I'm
I
very
can only make
uncomfortable
me
with all this
things.
situation.
My good sir,
Yes.
do you have any interesting books?
Books. I have a few.
That's
I think
yours.
you and
Oops.
Oh, fishing maps.
This one has maps for fishing and a few interesting books for reading late at night.
I just see the title Saints and Seducers and go, ooh. Actually, how much for the...
9 gold centimes.
I won't even, fight him with it. I'll just give him the 9 gold and, carefully pocket it out of everyone's view.
Smut peddler.
What's this blessings of Shogorath?
Do you ask that aloud?
I don't know who Shogorath
Presumably,
is.
otherwise the guy won't hear it.
No, I mean within earshot of the rest of us.
Well,
I'm just having like a. I'm assuming you don't want to get close to him because you.
Well, I don't want to get close to him. Just
Might catch him.
judging him.
So I'm.
Might catch fleas.
that's exactly what you're feeling, so I'm going to say you don't
Okay.
overhear this.
So sorry, I'm probably pronouncing it really wrong.
That's okay. I cannot tell you the whole story, otherwise you won't buy the book. But Sheogorath is the Daedric Prince of Madness.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yes, it's a very good read.
I will give you the. How
9.
how much would you like for it?
9 gold.
9. I will give you 9 gold. Yes.
Gold is very undervalued in this world.
Maybe they're just like that big.
It's true. And then again, gold or books are probably very expensive, all handwritten and all.
They have at that time, like if historically speaking, they'd all be handwritten.
True.
Thank you very much. I look forward to reading it.
Oh,
And if I see you again, we can discuss it.
This one would enjoy that very much.
pleasant morrow.
Safe travels and warm sands.
I didn't say
Ooh,
no.
I like that one. Warm sands to you too.
It's a saying from home. And you see, like,
My husband hates sand. It's itchy and it colds and it gets everywhere.
Prestidigitation, vague feelings of sand all over your skin.
so did you get anything good?
Got this book.
Ooh.
Blessings of Sergorath?
Sheogorath.
Shogorath.
That is witches and nonsense.
Well liked amongst my people.
Achoo! And I'm now a Nord.
Stop doing that. It makes me
Alright,
very
we head
uncomfortable.
east.
Are you a man?
Ooh,
Are you,
I'm a nerd!
are you a man or a woman?
I'm a woman Nord.
Okay. This makes husband very uncomfortable. And
At the
confused.
crossroads, you turn left to head east. It's turning out to be a bit of a rainy day.
When we get to the next crossroads, we're going to go straight to go across the river because we're going to want to be on the south side of it.
Wonderful.
This is
I just sort of
born
like,
to group, not just lad.
I sort of like spin around a little bit and like stick my tongue out to this guy.
Make sure a hawk doesn't fly over and see you do that.
or do, I'd pay money for that.
They have remarkably good aim.
So were we
Take your
picking
word
up
for it.
flowers and stuff?
Yes, that this'll.
Collect the flowers I see as we go.
I really do love lavender. It's so
Straight.
nice. We need to cross the river.
And now we need to keep our eyes.
Hold on, do you hear that?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a wolf
It's
up
a
there.
wolf over there. Does it look hostile?
No, with the 4 of you walking along and making lots of noise, conversing as you do,
It's napping.
the wolf is entirely skittish, and it just sort of makes its way up into the hills, watching you, but not acting aggressively.
If I have any like jerky or whatever meat left in my pack, I'll just sort of like not to hit it, but like kind of like halfway between us and it, and then just keep walking.
Give it some rabbit.
You're going to habituate it.
Yeah, you know what? You can take one of the 3 remaining rabbits you have.
Oh.
You there, citizen. This area is off limits. You are interfering in Imperial business, so you'll have to pay us a fine of 100 gold. Pay up, citizens.
Can I make an insight check? Because the dead bodies and the not official language.
There's no such thing as insight, but you can do deception check.
Can I do a deception check?
You may.
How do I do a deception check?
You roll deception.
I appreciate it. She's going through like to see if he's lying or whatever. And I have a less tactful.
Ooh! Deception. Dirty 20.
Yes, with that, it seems fairly obvious that he's not an Imperial officer, given his
Vocalizations, word choices.
His-
Proximity to dead bodies.
his word choices, his awkwardness in speech, the 2 dead bodies next to him, and
3.
the sort of like mismatched uniforms of him and his party.
I think you're lying, sir. And I think you need to either let us pass, or... And I sort of like snap my fingers and sort of invoke my magic a little bit to make my face do the thing. And just allow a little bit of the rumble in my voice. You will have unfortunate consequences.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
What she said.
14. I rolled a 4.
Damn.
14.
With a 14, threatening an Imperial officer is a terrible idea, miss. Would you like to try again?
Yes!
I cast Ray of Frost at him.
Yes! Pew!
Sorry. Alright.
Piss off, greenskins. These boots killed a dragon and not afraid of you.
Like I said.
Yep, roll the attack. Or actually,
Yeah.
neither deception or intimidation would work here, so we are going to roll initiative as you're, like, preparing the spell. You don't get it for free.
Oh.
If you were, like, trying to deceive him, like, oh no, I'm just, swirling my hands around for no reason, you could maybe have a case to be made there.
Do I get, like, because I'm intimidating him, do I get an intimidation roll?
You can't
for initiative?
intimidate for initiative generally, and even if you could, you didn't succeed.
Fuck.
So.
Don't fuck her. You didn't fuck her. You will live another day.
Okay. So that's going to be 22 for me.
22?
Yes.
Everybody else?
8.
16.
I rolled 11, but I have no idea what I have because I'm having computer issues.
Hold on. I can get yours up on mine.
And we'll see.
Your perception is +7.
So 18.
18. Very good.
Nice!
Okay, so I have your character sheet open so I can help keep track of things.
Thank you.
Irurian has the first turn.
Everybody mute their phones? Phones muted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Alright, John, you're up.
Nope. Oh, yes.
I was waiting, like, where we do the surprise round separately, or?
It's not
Yeah,
a
you
surprise
can
round.
go ahead and set up the Magnus if you like. There isn't a surprise round, you just happened to roll the highest.
So I'm going to then
Pew!
just like fuck off and Ray of Frost. It's gonna be 12. That doesn't hit.
No, unfortunately not. As you're preparing it, he's sort of lunging forward and it throws off your aim a little bit, so you just you shoot wide.
I forgot to cast Mage Armor before we went on the road.
Oops.
Whoops!
Whoa. So I'm
then
gonna
why should
cast.
you-
It's 2. I'm gonna cast Shield on myself.
Next will be Lazalia.
I am.
No, I don't cast Shield on myself. I cast Pet Cash and my little familiar into his little pocket dimension.
Just hide him away, keep him safe.
Yep.
Keep him secret.
I am going to.
Oh,
Because of what I took, I'm gonna take out my bow and shoot. I don't have to. Taking out my bow isn't an action. I can take it and shoot.
Because you have quick draw.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm gonna do that with number 2.
Number 2.
He
Okay.
doesn't seem to have as much armor on. That would be 12 plus 8, I think it is. So 20.
20 will hit.
Is it sneak attack because he's still flat-footed because he hasn't acted in combat?
That is only if she has surprise attack, which she does,
Mhm.
and if she had rolled stealth or deception to start the combat.
Ah.
What am I rolling?
right. You, for damage
Yeah.
on your hunting bow with steel arrow.
Yeah, I've got a few steel arrows.
Your first attack is +9 to hit,
Okay, so it's 21.
Okay.
and that's 1d6 plus 1.
1d6 plus 1. 3.
Okay.
And I'll do it again.
On number 2.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's a nat 1.
No.
And again, nope.
The
Okay.
dice jail is hungry today.
It is.
Oh, no.
You only have 2 steel arrows
Yeah.
left, by the by.
Thank you.
No worries.
So you have a light sort of glancing blow in the shoulder. You can see it's cut through sort of like the shoulder strap, and he's bleeding there. Not a significant hit, but it's something to get the party started. Osmond is next.
Question. Is it 2 actions to pull out 2 weapons?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out my... Oh, no, that'll work. I guess... No, I gotta move, so I can't do 3. So I'm gonna pull out my enchanted sword first.
Yep.
And, move up and just run him through.
Cool. Give it a shot.
Come on and slam.
15, 14 plus 12 is 26.
26 will hit.
Ah!
Your battle cry.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Excellent. So that's just like a dead center of mass hit right clean through to the other side, and he's like kind of shocked, but then he grits his tusks at you.
I kind of want to run him, like when I run him through, I'm like, you're gonna die on foreign soil.
He's got his warhammer sort of two-handed. You get in real close, he's gonna like pommel strike you in the head. For a 20 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Damn. So like the pain just like shifts him ever so slightly, and he just misses you. But he's gonna try and sort of like backswing, hit you awkwardly with the side of it. That's gonna be a 19 to hit. So just barely twisting that blade in his gut. You're throwing him off of his game. But you know what? It's the best he's got. He's gonna try again. He's gonna fail just barely again. As blood drips down the hilt of your sword, you can feel his energy waning. Number 2, having just taken the light arrow strike, is going to charge in and flank you. There's just, there's just enough space for him to squeeze in there. Flank you with his battle axe. That's not a hit.
2's already up there, Mom.
But 1 should have been there first.
Nope, I missed 1.
Your AC is 19 when you're flat-footed, so his second strike is going to hit you.
Woof.
And deal 8 points of slashing damage as he sort of cleaves down your back with his battle axe, and then he's going to sort of rake it, or no, 1 attack, 2 attacks, he's done.
3 attacks.
But he got you good. Number 3 is just going to wheel back to sort of a higher position on the stone here, and take 2 shots at Eruian for starting the battle and being sort of frightening with a ray of frost. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oof.
And a no to hit. 11 points of piercing damage. It hits you right, like at your heart. You can almost feel the tip of the arrow just puncturing it, and you're like... brings us around to Gislad.
Ah, shit. Alright, first thing this one's going to do is going to spend an action to do Inspire Courage, so everyone gets that +1. Woo! Then Gislad is going to make his way to behind number 1. Let's get this Congo line going. And then as my final action, I will look like I'm shifting my right arm, and then a spectral shield will show up in front of me.
Excellent.
As I cast shield.
Next is Eruian.
I am going to cast True Strike.
Mm-hmm.
I am also going to do the next 2 things at once. They both require 1 action. I am doing my Dragon Claws.
Yep.
And I want to make an intimidation, like a demoralize. As I just sort of scale over in dragon scales and like hands extend.
You scary as hell.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
You're flanking number 2.
Yeah, do you want to move?
She can't if she wants to do all 3 of those out.
I'm not casting True Strike. I'm casting Shield because True Strike I wouldn't have enough to actually attack. So, but I'm doing the Shield, Claws, Demoralize action. That's my 3.
Excellent.
So Demoralize. It's 15.
Just barely don't make it. If he was looking at you, you probably would have got it.
Wonderful.
And your attack roll.
No, it's cast Shield.
Demoralize and make claws appear.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Hold on. Let me just double check. Claws grow from your fingers and can be used to attack. Yeah. No. So it's, yeah.
Very good. On to Lazalia.
I am going to... How far is it from me to number 3?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay.
No, sorry. We've got the small scale on. That's like 30 feet.
Okay. I am going to turn, since everybody's in a conga line here, and number 2 and number 1 are going to be looked after by the people around them. I didn't realize there was even a number 3, so I'm going to switch to my iron arrows because I'm going to. And I'm going to shoot number 3 and see if that is any more successful.
Best of luck.
That is a 9, and is it 8?
Plus 9 to hit. Plus
Plus
10.
9.
Plus 10 with Lauren's thing.
Right.
Inspire courage.
It is currently
With iron? I thought it was plus 8.
plus 9 for iron arrows
Oh, okay, so...
right now.
18, 19 to hit.
19 will hit. Roll your damage.
So is that a D4 or...
It's currently 1d6 plus 1
for the iron?
because of the Inspire Courage.
That's 5.
5 points of damage. Excellent.
The courage.
I have the Courage 10.
And then 17 to hit, plus 1 is 18, and 3, is it? Second hit?
Second is plus 4.
Plus 4, so that is 22?
Yep.
Plus my
To hit?
extra 1.
No, it's plus 4.
Oh.
It does it automatically.
Wonderful. So damage.
Oh, so that's only 21.
That's okay.
So that's 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it again. What is my...
Minus 1.
That's alright. It's a 3.
Alright, well, you loose 3 arrows in rapid succession. 2 of them sink into sort of the middle of each of her thighs, and she sort of like lets out a groan of pain and falls kneeling on the stone there. Like, this isn't how it was supposed to go!
That's so funny.
Osmond.
Osmond, since he's like right in close to him, I'm gonna take an unarmed strike. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna like lean back and just headbutt it right in the bridge of the nose because I'm right in close. Unarmed strike. I don't get anything, but I get my strength and my proficiency.
Yes.
And an extra 1 for me.
Oh, an extra 1 for you. So that's 19.
19 will just barely hit. Or actually, no, with the flanking, it does hit solidly.
It does hit. D4 for unarmed strike. 2, 7. 7 points.
Is that
Excellent.
the extra 1 for me too?
Oh, 8 points. And then I reel back and BAM!
It is a solid hit. His nose looks twice as wide as it was before, and just like 2 solid streams of blood running down his face across his tusks.
And I'm gonna try to wrench the sword out of him and turn around to the holding him by his armor strapping there, and just like slash out horizontally across a buckaroo behind me.
Number 2.
All right.
Well, that was almost a 20. 7 plus 19, 26.
You put those numbers backwards, and I was very curious for a moment.
7 plus 19. 19 plus 7.
That'll be a hit.
That's fair. It's fair to be
1
concerned.
plus 9.
Okay.
You are not rolling very well tonight.
So you, in 2 solid strikes, have just about entirely destroyed their resolve. The leader, the orc, sort of like tosses his hammer to the side. All right, we yield. Like, we're not gonna die over this.
There.
Wonderful. Strip your armor. It's not yours to begin with.
Intimidate. Or diplomacy, as you see fit.
15.
15.
I am clawed and glowing at the moment. Actually, I'm going to use my hero point to try and do better.
Ooh, start with one at the beginning of session.
Do you
yes?
have to use the second roll?
No, you can
There
use
we
either.
go. That's 23.
Like, all right, whatever you say, lady. Just don't kill us. This was a circumstance of convenience. Nothing malicious. Nothing personal.
As you attacked. Yes. No
You're
mercy.
lucky you killed Imperials and not Stormcloaks. This would be a different conversation.
So he's just like sort of tremoring. He's like painfully peeling the armor off of his giant stab wound in his belly.
I'll go up to him and say, would you like a hand?
You can go ahead and clear the board there, John.
They're trying any sneaky ones on us.
I literally go to like, would you like a hand?
And we'll take all of your money as well. Thank you
No,
very
no,
much.
no, no, no.
Yes, we will.
Oh, come on. We're already
I
stripping
will
bacon.
take your money.
Yeah, but you have to be careful with this one. She will literally kill you trying to help you. Tried to heal me once, stabbed you right in the back.
So
Like, literally. It was just a little cut, just like...
they
It was your stomach. Thank you very much.
they were barely half dressed in the armor to begin with, so it comes off fairly well. It's all ill-fitting and pretty loose on most of them, and they just sort of like pile it on the side of the road there, like, all right, we're gonna go this way now. We cool?
That way, and I point to behind us.
Back towards town.
Good.
And
This would be really awkward if you went this way, because we're going that way.
Don't tell them where we're going.
They have no armor and no
I'm
weapons.
not
But they
worried.
They may have friends.
Good. Then we can steal from them as well.
It's not stealing.
Now, actually, can I make a suggestion? As, like, once they're finally out of earshot, I don't think it is a good idea to take a bunch of Imperial armor from a bunch of dead people. I think we leave it with the bodies here.
I say we throw it in the river
I second that.
so that they don't come back and get it and take from somebody
Fair.
else.
All right.
Also, I expect that they gave us their money.
You can go ahead and roll intimidate.
I don't know how.
Hold on. Your intimidation is plus nothing.
Oh, that would be a nat 1.
Not even 2 strikes. Just bam, right in the thing.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I'm gonna pick up my arrows.
Fine, I'll take my arrows and I'll go.
I just look at them and
Go.
say, use your money to start a better business than trying to rip people off. Because you never know who might come along. And I dance my little claw fingers.
You get your 2 arrows back, like
Which two? 2 steel or 2 iron?
the 2 that hit, the 2 iron. The other ones.
He's handing
One
back
steel
to
hit.
1 steel hit? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. 1 steel and 2 iron back. The other ones just sort of sailed off. into
Did
the
she
river.
take, like, just pull them out of her and, like, here you go?
Well, like, they're not.
She would have to take them
No.
off to get the armor
Oh,
off.
that's true.
No, I'm gonna go up and rip them out of her body.
Jesus. And I'm the sadistic one.
You are.
So they hobble their way down the road towards town in their just like ragged clothing. You take the Imperial armor and just toss it into the river there.
Yeah.
Except for the arrows. I'm gonna take those.
You get 1 steel arrow.
And a bigger dagger than the irons.
Well,
Okay.
no, that's their stuff. They're leaving with all of their things except for
Armor and weapons.
arm. Or did we specify weapons?
They threw them down.
Wonderful. Then I will pick up the steel.
Very
Is
good.
it a dagger?
Yep.
Mhm.
Nice. I have control again.
Wonderful. So I've dealt with your arrows. Your arrows are correct.
As they're dealing with throwing armor and stuff into the river, I'm just gonna go up the hill a little bit and take a look. I just look at him. This one's kind of useless for the manual labor.
There's some stuff on the side of the road for those people that need it.
Thank you, John.
I don't go any farther. I slowly back up.
That looks
La.
like a lion or a no, not a.
It's
It looks like a no.
It looks like a no.
Alright, so I don't go very far, like maybe up to the crossroad,
Okay.
and just kind of look and try to figure out where I am based off the map.
Oh, let's pick some flowers.
oh. Ow! I cast mage armor on myself.
Good plan.
Was there a reason why you were coughing? Are you all right? You okay?
I'm about halfway dead.
Oh, why don't I treat your poor little wounds that you have?
Well, the bandit camp should be anywhere around here.
Yes, I will.
I just look up the hillside. Is there anything like, behind us or anything?
Nothing immediately stands out. It all appears to be natural rock formation.
Hmm. Well, because once we see the river to the north of us.
Look, there's a bit of a path there.
Yeah. But the thing is, we need to have the river.
You could do it on yourself.
Looking around
I'm
to the
immune
water
to
to try and orient yourself,
treat
there is a bit of an
wounds.
inlet.
Mm-hmm.
Only for an hour.
No inlet on the map, though.
We're currently walking, and it's not going to be an hour till when we get where we need to go.
The moment you can see the sun is, well, you actually can't see the sun through the clouds.
But we can see where Whiterun is, so.
You can. You know you were heading east of Whiterun, but without the sun to orient yourself, it's a little bit more difficult out here.
This seems like a well-worn path. Perhaps we may explore
Well,
down a
then
little bit.
there's the well-worn path, and then there's the actual cobblestone path.
I mean, if it's a
You know what?
outpost-
Let's get on top of this hill and get a better vantage. I say this after my allies have caught up.
Yeah, you're taking some time just to try and orient yourself up here. Lazalia is patching the wounds of Eruian. Did you roll for that yet?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay, well you're
I'm trying.
Did you get better than a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just if you have a critical failure, then I take damage.
No.
Are you in need of a little bit?
I'm in pain, but
Well,
don't.
then let me fix that, please.
Didn't he say that
No.
we should go towards
on.
Isle Cross or Isle?
Iverstead.
That's up that way.
Hey, look, give me a second.
awkwardly climbing up the hill.
There's somebody on the other side.
Who's there?
That's what I was trying to get before we got to here. I wanted to do a thing.
Well, you were the one leading the way up the hill because you're like, hey.
And then she's like, I'm hurt still. I'm like, oh, give me a second then.
Yes, but once the healing was done, you are the one leading the way up the hill because you wanted
Yes.
to get up there to orient yourselves. And you find someone in black robes with glowing hands who says you shouldn't have come here.
Okay, where should we have gone then?
Anywhere,
I say like very nonchalant, right?
anywhere but here.
Why? You seem very distraught. Are you okay?
They just like charge their hands menacingly at you.
Do you need a
I
friend?
can do that too, and I charge my hands with Ray of Frost, like, bitch, don't test me.
I feel like Gislad is diplomatizing here.
I'm tempted to, like, buddy, come on. It's 4 of us, 1 of you. Like, I literally go, come on. There's 4 of us, only 1 of you.
Just walk up and slap his hands. Like,
Do-
enough of that.
Okay, well we're gonna start with that.
Do you really want to do this, friend? For a 28.
He just sort of like backs up. You didn't see my face. You don't know my name.
I don't know your name. You never... Hi, I'm just Lad. This one is referred to as just Lad.
He just like sort of like half covers his face with his hands to obscure his face. Spell still charged and just like awkwardly
Oh, careful with the rock. Careful.
walks backwards and just like shimmies down the side of the hill, keeping a close eye on you until he fades from view.
I just look at everyone. Jesus, we're killing so quickly.
He's creepy.
I'm creepy. You like me?
He's an elf. What do you expect?
Okay, that is racist.
I sneeze again, and I'm back to my normal self.
A moment
I
after he
forgot.
disappears, from like behind these two trees, you see two skeletons just like awkwardly following him down the hill.
Which is
I
nonsense.
just sort of yell after, go, nice puppets!
There's a book right there.
Yes,
I'd
I was
like
going
to
to say.
pick that up.
Well, what is it?
It's a spell tome.
Oh.
On the inside cover, it says "Conjure Undying Ghost."
Well, if nothing else, it'll be good for selling.
May I?
Oh yeah, I don't need it.
Ooh, I like this
I don't do
stone.
spell.
This is another one. This is another
I want to touch that.
standing
do
stone.
you?
Yeah.
You will remember that the moment you touched the thief stone, its benefit was passed on to you. And Osmond did tell you can only have one of these active at a time.
Oh, I hadn't remembered that, but thank you.
But
I
you
mean,
did remember that.
it
Thank you.
looks really cool. Can I try and figure out what the symbol is for?
You may.
What do you... Whoa, we have something behind us attacking.
Zombie dog!
What do you
That's
want me to
new.
roll?
Anniversary edition.
Do you have any
More undead.
lores? Arcana?
Herbalism. I can do Arcana.
I am trained in religion.
That is a 23 for Arcana.
23 for Arcana. Alright. If you will give me just a moment.
No, give me the answers now.
So demanding. God. Clickety clack.
This, that symbol seems to you to be one of the commonly used symbols of conjuration magic. Something about this seems sort of sinister. You're putting together what you saw with the guy in black robes and his two skeleton buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think this stone may be somewhat related to his interests.
Conjuration stone of ill repute is sort of what I'm getting from this.
Well, necromancy is not illegal in this country. One of the upsides of Skyrim. They understand the use of different magics, and necromancy is not seen as pure evil.
It's not illegal per se. It's still frowned upon.
No, it is illegal in many states, but not here.
The College of Winterhold is a bunch of liberal hippies, if you ask me. And they set most of the magical law in this bloody country. They don't ask any of the Jarls, of course. They do what they all.
I, as he's talking, press to digitate. Just the harsh smell of pepper right in his nose.
Have you ever been to the College of Winterhold?
No?
Don't bother. It's
I've
not a
heard.
pleasant place.
I've heard many good things.
I trust his word over yours.
You sneeze.
Achoo! I mean,
Do that with an accent.
From what I've heard, it's not the best location, but it's probably the most pristine place of learning in this desolate wasteland.
Interesting, I might have to go there.
He does one of those dad sneezes that you can hear like echoing off the mountains.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
You hear the graveyards, Gesundheit, Gesundheit.
Accidentally Fusro does like right off the side of the cliff.
No, it's in Draconic. I don't know the words, but Vistra go echoes
Alright.
up the mountains.
Well, I think we probably should get off this creepy rock, because if somebody else finds this here, they might get the wrong idea.
But this
Does it-
one wanted to look around first, though.
Does anyone dare to touch it?
Nope, but I am going to pick up some of the candles that he has left over. The
Certainly.
bigger ones.
Yeah, you snuff them out, you stuff them in your pocket. Each of these has at least an hour of a burn left.
Which will be good for studying late at night.
Yeah. Now, from this vantage point, let's see. You've got the mountain there.
Well, he said south side, unless he's talking about that keep right down there by the water.
It could be. It's hard to tell at this distance. It is rainy, and so your visibility is somewhat limited. But that appears to be the primary man-made structure available, aside from Whiterun.
And it is due east of Whiterun.
Yep.
Looks like there's a camp there to the right as well. Where's that?
Well, let's focus
More
on one thing at a
stones.
time.
Well, I'm all.
Note to self by a spyglass.
Ooh, I heard that.
That was my jaw,
I
guys.
Well, down the
Pretty,
road.
pretty flowers.
Does anyone need any sort of boost before we go?
No, I'm good. I'm just
Halt.
gonna keep making loud
Yes,
halt.
noises to keep the wolves away.
Not the wolves.
Tra la 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 la.
Look
Oh.
up to the sky. And the round.
Why are you paranoid?
You thought you heard dragons. One thing I wanted to mention. If ever we're in combat and we all go down, try to bring as many people back up as possible, and I will keep you shielded.
Okay,
I can
can't.
only pop out a few heals, but I can...
I can.
Oh, look, it's an elf.
Should we reinforce
can-
it?
I don't think we'd,
We
might
can't
not win
carry
that
it.
fight.
Maybe if we come across one on the way back, we can hunt it.
He doesn't look like he's moving very fast. I think we should.
Come on, boy! You can do it!
They sort of lightly scamper away ahead of you, keeping an eye on you, kind of curious.
Yeah, we need to
buddy.
be careful of
We're
the
still,
horns.
Sorry, we're still going to. Dude, maybe take a left.
Okay, so here I think is where we need to be, but I'm not for sure, and I don't want to just go in murdering random people, so...
Well, if
We're
they
just walking
look
up the river.
like bandits.
Well, if there's bandits nearby, I'd look like a bandit too, trying to keep my place safe.
Let's get up to that, rocky outcropping there.
You do see someone on the bridge there, sort of patrolling.
There's also somebody up top there on that little. Yeah, right there.
Let me approach first, maybe cause a distraction, and then you guys can get the jump.
I mean, I have really long range spells, so we could just sort of like merrily be walking along and see if they try to mug us.
Pull out my rock.
I think it's better if one go ahead and they try to knock, and then you guys get the jump, right?
I mean,
I think they see
What's
us
the-
all now.
what's the difference between one of us and two of us? Like, it's not that
Very
big of
fair.
a difference.
Alright, well, shall we walk up?
Yep, let's go. Just sort of see the guy and just go, hello!
Yeah, this one sort of jumps out from the entrance there. There is the one up top and the one on the bridge eyeing you very closely. And she just sort of storms out into the road, daggers drawn. Says, "Road's closed, turn around."
That's not what I heard, and we need to go this way.
It's a nice
Your
place you have.
weapons don't scare me. Hi. And I just keep walking.
How far behind you are we?
You're at the rocky outcropping.
Still the rocky outcropping.
And then as I'm walking, I'm gonna go, what's the name of the outpost anyway, so we can tell everyone else it's closed.
It's called Nanya.
None
None
your
your where?
business.
Ah, I fell for a classic blunder.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame just to hold on to it, just to have it, because you just keep it in your palm.
Ooh.
Fire.
Well, how could it be Nunya if this is clearly a place? And I'm trying to keep her distracted while you just walk right by.
I'm continuing to walk.
Yeah, she is gonna sidestep into your way.
That's not very friendly.
How close do you get to her?
I'm not gonna get within physical distance of her. When she kind of steps in front of me, I'm just gonna you should get out of here. We've
Fine.
already come across a group of bandits today. We already kicked their asses. You're not gonna fare any better.
She has a very good point, and we have no beef with you, but with your boss. So if you don't want to pay the price of your boss's sins, I suggest you walk home.
Also, the price of your boss's sin is death. So you know.
I was undoing.
Well, sometimes people are a little bit slow.
Treat them like Osmond got it.
Welcome to make an intimidation check.
I resent that. A 14 intelligence.
I know, but it's funny. That number means nothing, buddy. It's just a number, man.
It's
It's
just
just
a
a
number.
number.
13.
May I suggest a jail?
That thing is, that's pretty full. You should be afraid. You should be afraid.
If you've got a problem with my boss, you've got a problem with me.
Fantastic.
Oh, the
Let's
hell
do
with this.
I like
You're not actually hearing any of this.
Oh,
because
damn
you're
it.
so far back.
just very unimpressed, like, okay, whatever, let's do this. I get out my dagger in preparation.
Let me just see real quick everyone's passive perception. Okay. You notice one of the archers preparing their shot, but the one on the very top of the tower, it's too high up for you to keep an eye on. He gets off a sneaky shot on you before the beginning of combat. It will hit and deal 5 points of piercing damage, sort of sinking in like right here.
He beats 20?
Yeah.
5 points. Okay.
From a near vertical strike to sort of like.
I
then,
flinch, but do my best to like, that didn't bother me.
And then you can go ahead and roll initiative.
We would have seen this and started coming up.
Yeah, when you see the shot and like she tries not to flinch, but you like see it hit in a little spurt of blood, yeah, you're reacting.
Save the arrow for me!
I love the
I'll give it to you, don't worry!
I love the sheer disdain you have looking down at your dice. Like, you have failed me. You have failed me.
Let's see if Daniel's dice is gonna treat me any better.
Okay.
They took that 3 and split it into a 1 and a 2.
Where do we go? Okay. So we got the beep boop down there.
That's us.
No, I would have been, because she's like right here, so
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're up there. We'll just say the two of you are back here.
You and me. Yellow is up with the...
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll call it 1, 2, 3. Please and thank you. Initiatives.
18.
Wait, you said 2 is up here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
way up the top.
On top of the tower. Anybody else?
8.
23.
11.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled 4.
All right. Osmond has the first reaction at this turn of events. We need a scale on there as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what,
Probably a larger scale.
this one?
Yeah, that'll do.
Hell.
Is this more than 30 feet?
It looks like about 30 feet exactly.
And you hear Osmond from behind the, oh, the hell with this! And just whips his produced flame, just a,
Whew.
like a shot put.
Mm-hmm.
And that is proficiency plus my intelligence bonus.
The game does not realize combat has started, so replace this peaceful music with something a little bit more
Dun dun
exciting.
dun dun dun.
Maybe
dun,
combat
dun,
is
dun,
peaceful to
dun,
us.
Dun, dun, dun. I mean, we get into it frequently. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It does seem incongruent.
And 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Nice.
I'm going to
3 plus my casting stat.
And to be fair, I am bringing out my steel dagger.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to using magic.
All good.
How do
Plus your
I...
spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, so 3 plus 2 is 5 points fire damage, and she is on fire.
Did you roll your attack roll?
Yeah, 23.
23.
Right, sorry, my mistake. 5 points of fire damage. It sort of like impacts and sort of washes over and then dissipates, but it does have some effect. You know, sort of a shock value if nothing else.
And then my final action is going to be ah!
Yep. Good choice. Good choice.
I can no 25 feet. So don't quite think.
Yeah, a little bit short. Next is just Lad.
First things first, Gislad is going to inspire courage to his allies and just be like, "Oh, for the love of fuck!"
And that's 60 feet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I will.
So you get it as well.
Yeah.
I will look up the archer up above and go, "You dirty little peasant," and I'm going to attempt to demoralize them.
Okay, you're gonna have to speak up with how high they are.
You dirty little peasant!
There you go.
That is going to be a 14 against their will.
14
Wait, isn't
against
it
their
an
will.
intimidation?
But I can use my performance for intimidations.
Ow!
14 is going to be insufficient. They look down at you steely-eyed and have no physical reaction, but you feel their stare through your soul.
And then I'll use my last action to summon a shield.
Very good.
And like, oh shit.
Didn't work.
So bad guys are next. Number 1 is going to make sort of like a flurry of bladed strikes against Aruian right in front of her.
While on fire.
Like I said, it washed over. The fire's not so much there anymore.
No, his thing makes her set on fire.
It's 1d4 persistent
Okay.
fire damage.
They are on fire.
They are indeed on fire. So the fire somewhat obscuring her vision and startling her. She misses her first attack. The second, however, is going to be a 23 to hit.
Just hits. Well,
And because she rolled a natural 20, that upgrades it to a critical. That'll be 10 points of slashing damage as the dagger finds its way right to the front of your throat. Not quite all the way through to the windpipe, but like startlingly close. And then she is going to move to retreat to sort of like the safety of the opening archway door of the tower.
And then it's at the end of their turn they take the persistent, or
Well, so they will 1d4 persistent, and at the end of their turn they can roll a
They succeed.
fortitude. Yeah.
It's just it's usually a flat thing to see if the persistent damage continues.
Yeah.
And she beat the 15. So sort of
Pats
like
herself
running, patting herself off, and retreats to the safety of the archway. Next up is going to be number 2 from his post up on high. Who is most startling at the moment? Certainly not Gislad with that failed intimidate check. It's going to be Aruian, who is sort of acting big tough and talking smack.
who's also looking real rough at the moment.
Yes. Holy crap. 34 to hit.
Did you roll
That's a-
another natural 20?
that's a crit too.
Blessings of Talos be upon you.
I was gonna battle medic myself on my turn. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be unconscious.
Who knows? It could
Oh,
roll
snap.
minimum damage.
No!
That's going to be 42 points of damage.
In nomine Patris et Filii.
42? That kills me.
That's,
Not instant death, but you drop to the ground and are dying.
Isn't it like if you get your thing, if you get over your max
I'm
HP
looking it up
into
right
the
now,
negatives, you die?
used to be that, but then it had to be at least minimum 50.
Would she be dying too?
You die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater, double your maximum hit points in one blow.
Yeah, so I die.
Double your maximum is 48. This was 42.
No. Yeah.
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 So
You
are-
lose
you
by
are-
6 points.
You are dying 2 because you went down on a critical. I'm gonna say like you were entirely focused on the ground battle. You don't see this arrow coming, and it like sinks into the top of your head and sort of like poking out the temple, roughly. Big hit, big ouch, ya down.
I
You basic!
So like he just, not that any of you are looking up there, but he grins with this strike, and then sort of pivots to the right to Osmond, who is the next biggest threat. 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Yeah.
Just barely.
That is going to be 7 points of piercing damage, sinking into your shoulder plate as well, just like barely piercing through your armor, digging
Osmond's
in.
mad.
It like scrapes the shoulder bone.
And Osmond's gonna like look at him and take the arrow and like break the end off and be like,
Hey!
and like I'm coming.
Lazalia's like, I needed that!
And then he is going to withdraw from the edge of the tower and become effectively invisible to all of you. Bad guy number 3 is going to take 2 pot shots from their current position at Lazalia, because that's who they've got the best angle on.
Of course.
17 to hit.
Nope.
21 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, so you just expertly dodge those. They're like, they are moving towards the edge of the tower to get some cover, but they're like firing shots on the run.
I like to
And
grab them
Lazalia
out of the air.
dodging them expertly. Next is Lazalia.
Okay. How high? Oh no, I can't see the guy. Never mind.
Take out the one.
John 3 is pressed against the tower.
I honestly think I need to go and... I have Battle Medic too. How? It's part of my
Background.
background.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? Because you got treat wounds.
I believe your background gave you battle medic and risky surgery.
Ah.
Yeah.
I knew that it gave you risky surgery. So.
What did you pick? Back alley doctor.
Yes,
Yes.
actually.
Oh, that's a thing.
Something.
Like literally those exact words.
Back alley doctor.
So I'm going to... I probably need to do 2 movements to get to her, right?
Yes.
And then I'm going to do the back alley doctor
Battle medic.
battle medic.
So you just need to roll a medicine check.
Yep.
Oh, which dice should I use?
I don't even know.
Risky surgery.
Nat 20!
Woo! Yes. So that means, well, nat 20 plus your thing.
20, what is my,
Medicine.
Medicine, 25.
There you go.
Excellent. So that will buff it to a critical success.
4d8.
4d8.
Not 48. 4d8. 48 is what you need to kill me.
That would be 11, nope, 16.
Ding!
Alright, so with that, you break off the pointed end of the arrow as much as it saddens you.
Yes.
You pull the other end out of her head, and rather than really bandaging anything, you're just going to let it bleed, but you sort of you hit what you know to be like a particularly significant nerve ending, and just sort of you know what, you jam your thumb in the hole, and you just wiggle it a little bit, and comes back to life.
Is she like my puppet now? I've got my finger in her and I hit a nerve.
I'm going to say you startledly retract your thumb when she comes back, but it was a very effective wake-up maneuver. We'll give you that.
We'll stick some mud in the holes.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's it for Lazalia. Aruian is next. You've just had the rudest awakening of your life.
I was expecting to roll for my death, so I'm going to
Actually, just a point of order. You move your initiative position to directly before the turn in which you were reduced to 0 hit points. So that means she goes just before the bad guys.
number 2. I go just before number 2. So
True.
number 2 is the one who whacked me dead.
Yes.
So then
I don't get a turn?
Not until it comes around to that. But yeah, as soon as you become dying, that's actually when you go to and when you make your recovery check and so on and so forth.
Kick off the tower.
So in that case, we will continue on
Get to
to
the top of
Osmond.
the tower and kick 2 off.
I'm going to. So that brings us
That's
Osmond.
to me. Okay.
that's where I'm at.
So I'm going to grab. Oh, that's it. Is that a full action? It's not a quick draw. Do I have a quick draw? No, I don't think I have a quick draw.
I just want to point out to our viewers at home that Lauren is pouring a cup of tea literally on his laptop.
It didn't get anywhere. It was the flattest surface. What am I supposed to do? Put it on the awkward angle?
Grabbing a potion, drinking it. That's going to be 2 actions.
Yes. Unless you have a quick draw.
I had that on my own. I will take that feat eventually. So in that case, I'm not going to quick draw, but I'm going to run at her as fast as I can and like put my shoulder into her and try to like slam her into that wall there.
Okay.
Because he's a little bit blood ragey right now.
Not that he has that kind of thing going on.
No, but
him angry.
husband smash.
All right. You have a free hand, so you can make a shove attempt.
Can I use?
It is athletics.
I have assurance on. Oh, 14. Is that gonna be enough? I don't feel like that's gonna be enough.
Well, it appears you've rolled a die already.
Yeah.
So what does the die say?
The die says nah, but can I take a no, I've already rolled.
You could use your hero point.
I could use my hero point! For better! 9 plus 13 is 22.
22 is a success. You'll push the target back 5 feet, and you can continue on 5 feet following them. So they had the door sort of like half open, so you slam the door open, you push them through it, and you're both in the tower.
Can I use my last action? Yeah, because that would be 2 actions thus far to just like...
Yes, however, that counts as an attack, so you're going to take the -5 penalty.
10 for it. That ain't gonna do it. That's a 9.
9!
That ain't gonna do it.
No, you're a
That's a
bit
weird
thrown off balance.
I'm warm.
And like, it's dark in here, your eyes didn't immediately adjust, you just swipe, and she sort of dodges backwards, almost stumbling to the ground.
You don't understand. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Just Lad, you're next.
Alright, Gislad is going to 1, inspire courage. 2. Can I drag a willing ally?
Yes.
No, you guys will be fine. Because I have no strength. Gislad then is
And
going
one hand.
Like, hook under and yank.
I was just gonna be like, come here. Anyway, Gislad then is gonna use his movement to get into the tower. And then start making my way up any sort of stairs if I see them.
Yeah. One movement will get you like to the tower and up the first few stairs. A second set will get you up the first flight of stairs.
Awesome. Is that straight to the top, or is there another flight above me?
It's one flight to the bridge, another flight to the top.
All right. Then I guess I get up to the bridge then, because he set up 1 flight.
Well, that's with 2 actions, you get up 1 flight. For a third, you can get to the top.
No, I don't have a third. I use 1 for inspire.
Courage.
Oh, yes.
So I get up to the stairs and then...
Very good. So you are roughly there, more or less adjacent to number 3 at that point in the...
I just look at him.
Next will be bad guy number 1, who in somewhat more familiar territory is going to take their daggers, which were in like an upright stabbing position, twirl them down into a down stabbing position, and sort of try to jam them both into your shoulders at the same time. 15 and 21.
21's just gonna hit.
All right, so you see them coming. You sort of push one off the side with your sword, but the other one gets jammed in. Max damage. That'll be 11 points of piercing damage. In the same shoulder you got shot in before, that arm is just kind of buggered. Fortunately for you, it's your left. You're just gonna like cast spells from down at your hip, just like without lifting your hand, if at all possible. And then, again, she's going to actually retreat up the stairs as her third action and get into a flanking position with Jaslad. Aruian is next. You are conscious. You're on the ground.
Question, I was dying 2.
Yes.
I'm now wounded 2?
Wounded 1.
It only goes up by 1.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I am going to get up, which I'm assuming,
Action.
like, that's not half of movement, it's just...
Action.
So then I'm going to run through the tower and get to a place basically
Behind number 1, then.
where I'm flanking number 1.
Okay. Yeah. That is going to take you 2 actions to get there, so that's all 3.
Hold on. Can I see her from... Oh,
From the archway, you can see them.
But it
not
still
from
takes
outside.
2 actions. So I'm gonna do... Yeah, I'm just running in full hog.
Okay. All the way up the stairs.
I
Well,
picture you screaming like a pig, full hog.
most of the way up the stairs, we've got a conga line running up the stairs.
This is a bad and fuzz.
Number 2 is going to take their turn. They're just going to drop the bow. They're going to pull a dagger from their side and give 2 stabs at Jaslad, who is flanked.
Number 2, he was on top of the tower.
Oh, sorry. Number 3. I'll come back to number 2 in a moment.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Don't be
Suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
16 to hit. Remember, you are flat-footed.
No.
Okay. Second one, less. So, like, you kind of saw it coming when you ran up the stairs face to face with this person, and with just your one good hand, you're just like, no, no.
Go away.
Away. Go away. Go,
However-
go away. Oh no.
That is going to be a lot. Yeah. So, unbeknownst to you, rather quite stealthily, number 2 has crept down the stairs just ever so slightly and stealthily with their bow drawn. From their angle, the best shot they're going to have is probably at Aruian.
I just died in your
Your
arms
arms tonight.
tonight.
That is going to be a total of 20 to hit from your flat-footed AC.
I'm not flat-footed.
You are flat-footed
'Cause
because
you
he
hit-
is stealthed.
That meets because my armor is exactly 20.
You'd be 18 because flat-footed.
Oh, balls. Right.
Fortunately for you, he rolled minimum damage, which just means 5 points of piercing. So nowhere near as significant as a hit through the skull.
It just goes through the
It's
hole that
the
was
same
there.
as the one in the shoulder that he gave me earlier. I have matching arrows.
I'm gonna say this
On
one
my
hits
shoulder
you
pads.
like mid-boob from an upward angle.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, that was a sneak attack, which was the whole point I did that, so it's an additional 5 points of damage. Yeah, next.
I'm still alive. Right.
Next
no.
is Lazalia. You can't see any enemies from your current position.
I am going to saunter in. So where is number 2 on our battle map now?
So they're gonna be. You know what? Let me get a closer look inside the tower. Kind of awkward here. Okay, number 2 is gonna be like there. We've got number 3 and Lanth there. Everybody else is kind of here. So I'm just gonna.
Lanth is not a part of this campaign.
Sorry.
Just
He
not.
is living his best life, getting drunk.
This is the best angle I can give you guys on the situation.
One would
One
be
is behind. And then
Red is just kind of off the screen right now, and 2's like there. So it'll be one action for you to enter, a second action to get up the stairs to this level if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yes. And I'm gonna come in and stand between Ruyan and...
No, John, you're on the first floor, so you're not even here.
Oh yeah, you're downstairs.
I am right behind number 1.
I'm gonna stand between her and number 2. Closer to her so that she doesn't...
So acting
Hopefully-
as cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully she doesn't get hit by number 2.
Very good.
And I'm going to, with my last action, shoot number 2.
All right. You like run into position and you wheel around and take a shot up the stairs. Let's see how it goes.
I'm no longer flat-footed, yes?
Yes. He has revealed himself.
Good.
That would be a 19 to hit.
Unfortunately, he's got...
Nope, sorry. 21.
Nope.
Because I have the iron arrows. No, whatever they are.
He's got the high ground. It's an awkward angle. You shoot, and it hits square in the step he's standing on, and you get that cinematic.
I think a piece of wood would chip off and give him a sliver in his leg.
I tell you what, if he survives this, he's gonna have to roll for infection.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Oh yeah.
Did you toggle on Inspire Courage on your thing?
Yes.
Then you don't have to add an extra one. It does it for
Okay. So
Uh,
it's 20.
Next will be Osmond.
Do I have enough movement to make it up to here?
Yes, that'll be one action to get up roughly to there.
Can I run along here? Do I have enough room to get past here?
It'll be. I'm gonna say no. That's too awkward of a squeeze. They're all sort of pressed against the wall.
Okay. So I'd like to kind of like shoulder over Irian.
Arian.
Ruyan. And yeah, I'm just gonna like football over the thing and then just stab.
All right. It's kind of a half reach situation, so you're gonna take a bit of a negative, but you're welcome to give it a shot.
John going, ooh.
Wee.
Trying to say ruin. Ooh, ooh.
Be nice.
So that's 23 minus.
That'll be a hit.
Okay. Damn bitch. 16 points of damage.
So they weren't expecting the half reach of a giant Nord man, and you just, with your good arm, make that sort of like awkward overhand stab, and you catch them in the skull. It glances off, but you've sort of like sheared off a flap of skin on the side of the head that's just like dangling.
And 1d4 cold damage. Boom. Oh no.
This is my son. Father, help!
2 additional points of frosty damage.
So the total?
So the total would be then 8.
18.
18. Hot damn.
I haven't been adding my cold damage because I'm a dumb.
So like,
Have you been checking off your
Yes.
doses? Okay, good.
And
so
you've
from
been adding-
here to like the ear just got sheared off with like a stab, and it's just like dangling loosely over the ear like a bloodhound ear, almost. Yeah.
Awesome.
Exposed skull and everything.
So is that number 1?
Yes.
Yes.
So you would be up at number 1?
No,
No.
he like reached awkwardly over Ruyan to make that strike.
Because I'm taller than you.
Yes, you are.
That
I am
is
not my
2
previous
actions.
characters.
I'm kind of hemmed in. Oh, you know what? I'll cast shield.
Okay, good choice.
Boom.
Next will be just Slad.
Just lad is going to 1 inspire courage.
Lovely.
Just looking around, it's like we have them on the run.
Mhm.
2, I'm gonna run up the stairs
Yep.
and just get into number 2's face,
Okay.
and then 3 cast shield.
Okay, very good.
So essentially, I am a body shield of him shooting all my allies.
All right.
Nope. Yeah.
That would mean he wouldn't be able to shoot his bow.
That's why I'm getting right up in his face.
or at least less effectively. Next up is going to be number 1, who is going to actually run up the stairs after Gislad.
Uh-oh.
It's right there.
It's a conga line on the stairs.
What's your athletics DC?
It shouldn't be against athletics.
Or, sorry, you...
It would be a strength. Is he trying to push me or something?
Fortitude?
Yes.
It would be against my fortitude, would it not? I believe so.
If he's trying to shove you, it'd be against athletics. It'd be opposed athletics.
Against
check.
your... No, there's no such thing as opposed. It's against your fortitude DC.
That's
Oh.
what I thought. My fortitude DC is 15.
Okay, so he shoves the hell out of you. Off the side.
Ugh!
Give us a reflex save on your way down.
He's a cat.
Nice.
17 plus 7 will be a 24.
Alright, you're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
I have
Halved.
I half my damage and falls.
Okay, well, then we're going to half it again to 2. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you keep your feet sort of like a superhero landing. The real damage is your knee hitting the ground.
Ah!
So you can go ahead and stick just slide down there.
Cats always land on their feet.
And then from there, they're just going to take whatever sort of, like, defend themselves kind of... You know what? They are going to... They're just going to move back down to the foot of the stairs and just sort of
No.
No,
No.
no.
guard,
Number
One.
one.
guard the entrance to their boss.
Oh, that's a boss?
He's hitting like a flippin' truck.
Ruin's next.
Can I see number 2 from where I'm at?
Yes.
I'm just gonna look up, reach my hand. How space this?
20 feet. 30 feet.
That's not happy. I can see him?
Yes.
You already said yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Number 1 looking real rough.
Oh yeah. Skin flap and everything.
Okay, I am going to conjure Ray of Frost and just
At number 1 or 2?
number 1.
Okay.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 just barely hits.
Thank God.
You hit their dangling skin flap.
Oh.
Okay.
Makes me want to throw up.
So that is going to be 8 points of cold damage.
Alright. With that, they sort of just like drop to one knee and they're panting, just barely holding themselves up. That skin flap has become frozen and the added weight is sort of like dragging it down and peeling just a little bit more skin as it goes.
Making them
We had beer for
nauseous.
dinner.
Quite nauseous. They're just like, they're on their last legs, literally and metaphorically. Just like kneeled down, weapon on the floor, just like panting.
So whilst I still have my milky eye and the sort of white slashes in my face, I'm going to look up at number 2 and say, "You're next."
Alright,
Demoralize?
you're welcome to try.
You can do it! You fuck with her, you fuck with us all.
So have you moved at all? You haven't moved at all.
Nope.
No, I haven't moved
Okay.
at all. Please. That is going to be a 26.
You did good, you did.
I'm like dripping in blood. One eye is milky, one eye is the color of like a golden ember. And I'm just like looking up at him through this blood, just going, "You're next." That is a 26.
Yeah, with 26, you succeed, and he becomes frightened 1.
Yay!
And then...
That's my turn.
Yes, which means that number 2 is going to be next. I just got to double check frightened. Okay, -1 to everything. Yeah, number 2, he is spooked, but he's going to do his best. He's going to take 2 shots at Aruian, who seems to be doing the most things and the most powerful of the group as far as he's concerned.
I keep dying, but sure.
Yeah, you keep coming back. That's fucking terrifying.
22 to hit.
Shield. Can I reposition my shield in front of somebody else?
No.
Ah, damn.
Unfortunately not.
Trust me, it would be cool as fuck if you could.
My AC is 20.
Yes.
Tried to be
so
up there and
hits.
be in the way, but someone pushed me out.
6 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
And I drop again for the second time.
Oh, no.
I am now dying 3?
Dying 2.
2.
Or-
Well,
yeah.
because I was dying 2.
It doesn't matter. It counts your wounded condition, nothing else.
Okay.
So he hits you in the knee, and it sort of like buckles back momentarily, and you just drop to the ground on your face.
Yeah.
His second shot, however, missed on its way down to you.
Wonderful. That's because I was falling down and he wasn't expecting me to collapse.
Yeah.
Like, hit me in the head on the wall instead of in my head.
All right. We're going to take a little bit of a pause there. I know it's the middle of combat and you want to see what happens, but we're running a bit late, so we're going to take 15 minutes here. Quick pee break for everybody. We'll be back with the stunning conclusion of this battle in about 15 minutes, 7:45. We hope to see you soon.
Bye!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws.
It's like...
We won't waste any time. We'll get right back into the fight. It was enemy number 2's turn. From his position, he's actually going to take like 2 steps down the stairs menacingly, just to have a little bit better angle on the situation. He snarls at Aruian that he's knocked down onto the ground. Osmond, again, being the next most significant target, is going to be his new target. No,
Wait, 2 just already did all that. Knocked her down.
he did. It was number 3's turn.
I was gonna say,
Didn't 3 do something too? Oh.
3 hadn't done anything.
Yeah, 3 had
2
not.
can go back there.
Yeah, I was
2
just like, damn,
just
2's the
made-
boss. Gets 2
2
turns.
just made the 2 attacks, so
Yes.
technically he could step down. Menacingly.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. He will step down menacingly. You know what? As his third action, as part of the stepping down, he glances at 1 and at 3, says, "Don't you dare give up on me now.
Oh shit, that's the boss.
They kill you or I do."
Let's kill him.
Or
I don't know why you're looking at me. I'm dead.
Yeah. Oh my god!
so number 3 from their position, they've got the dagger out. They sort of see the 3 of you there. They're just gonna like drop the dagger, stoop down, pick up the bow, and take 2 shots at Osmond.
Shield!
21.
If I raise my shield.
No, the
You
shield
already had
gives a
it
+1 to
raised.
your AC.
And the raised shield reaction reduces damage.
Yeah.
Right.
you already had your shield
I already
up.
had my shield up.
Yeah, casting the shield has the shield up.
So that's 22 AC.
So yeah, you'll miss.
Okay. Yeah, it hits the shield and it embeds in the magic of it, and then you see like your shield fade.
No,
having-
no. When you cast shield, it adds +1 to your AC. If you take damage, you can use the shield block to absorb damage instead.
So it like glances off the shield.
So it gives him a static +1 bonus to AC. But then if you into his chest, the shield you can use it to take some of the
Minimize.
damage.
No, I got that, but I thought you could only shield once per hour.
You can only absorb damage once per 10 minutes.
Okay. In that case, it glances off of the blue energy and you maintain your shield. The second shot, however, misses you entirely, just sort of skittering off the wall and slamming into the stone and dropping.
Trust me, I know the shield really well because I did it.
So that means that Lazalia's go next.
So I'm gonna drop my bow or quickly put it away, probably drop it. And I'm going to run up the stairs, but as I'm going past number 1, like I'm pulling my daggers out and I want to slash at number 1.
Okay.
Pulling out your daggers is an action each.
She has quick draw,
Oh, nice.
which means you can draw and strike as a single action. So that would be 2 single actions and striking. Yes? Or just 1 dagger.
Maybe I'll just take 1 for now.
Yeah, and you gotta move up too, so.
Alright, so you're slashing at 1 on your way. You want to go up to 2, is that the
Yeah.
plan? Okay. Yeah, roll your first attack roll.
Oh, that's this. I lost my mind! Oh, that would be a nat 1.
Wow,
Yeah.
you cannot roll to hit things.
Do you remember not playing golf?
You're trying to be stylish and do like a quick draw strike, just like from the hilt and slash on the way up. But
Yeah.
it sort of catches on the scabbard and doesn't come out until you're past number 1.
And then I'm gonna be right up in number 2's face.
Yep. All up
You
in his
have
business.
One more action.
Wasn't it an action to... No, it's not an action to drop.
No,
Right.
dropping is a free action. However, your bow is on the ground where you were.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna stab at number 2.
Give it a shot.
And I changed my dice.
Again.
That would be...
Because it's the second hit.
Do you need help with your math?
Apparently I do. 15.
15 is going to glance off of his armor.
It's okay, I'm in his face.
You are. So, next is Osmond. What you got?
Prevent us from getting, bum rushed from behind, I'm going to run across this room
Yep.
and get rid. And since my arm is bunkered up, I'm gonna. This is Skyrim! Bam! And I'm gonna kick him square in the chest over the edge of this.
All right,
walkway.
bit of a tricky angle, but you can go ahead and make your athletics check.
14 plus 9, 23.
14 plus
Versus
9.
fortitude.
Yep. He's so excited. Just for you, they catch their heel on the little curb on the side of the ramp there. They teeter back slowly, and they eventually fall over the edge. And because I love you, before they splash in the water of the river below. Number 3, gone. All right. With your remaining 1 action,
Oh yes. I'm gonna wheel about,
yep.
and that's only I don't. That's my only action to get back in front of number 1. I'm like,
Unless you throw the sword or something.
oh wait, I could, it's an enchanted sword though.
And then he has it.
Unless
In
I
his gut.
kill him with it.
He is almost dead!
I have another sword. I have my backup Nordic sword.
All right. So,
I'm gonna whip my sword at him.
all right. Roll. Remember -5 because it's your second attack.
9 plus -5.
I'm a bad influence.
You are a bad influence. Is 16.
16. You know what? Given their state kneeling on the ground, just sort of trying to keep a grasp on their tenuous life, their AC is somewhat reduced. Flat-footed, you might call it. So, hefting the sword above your head, you throw it. The distance between you isn't enough for a full rotation, so the hilt, the pommel, just hits them square in the forehead, and you hear a little bit of a crunch, and they just slump. Like they were already kneeling, they just slump forward on top of their knees, awkwardly slipping to the side.
But I pull my backup sword. Not yet. We'll get
Number
there.
1 is dead. Your turn is over. Next will be Gislav.
Sorry, Google decided to be yeah. I don't want to see you die. I just gotta check something. I want to bring the thing up. My Google failed.
Soothe?
Yeah, that's one. Okay, perfect. From where I'm standing, I'm just gonna look at Aurelian and be like, oh, for the love of everything that is holy. Just let out a big, long sigh, and the winds kind of flutter from my breath and wrap around you, and I will cast Soothe on you.
Woo! I'm back alive again!
Wounded 2.
Woo!
God, motherfucker. You will heal 5 hit points. The minimum.
It is more than 0.
Yep.
5 hit points.
And then I will just yell, "Fucking kill that little bitch!" as I inspire courage.
Next up is me.
Inspired.
All right, Irene, what you got? Starting prone.
I maintain prone and I cast Ray of Frost up at number 2.
All right, we are going to give him lesser cover with Lazalia in the way.
My verbal components are going to be Lazalia, duck!
And I
So
will
spinning. Woo!
That's a natural 18
That was a
for a
fucking journey.
total of 29 to hit.
29 is going to hit.
Great. Finally! Okay, now.
Oh, yeah.
8 points of damage. Cold.
You know what? You have dealt the first successful damage to the boss. Congratulations.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. No one's hit her.
So-
And
Them.
them.
Lazalia doesn't quite duck, but just sort of shifts to the side, and a bolt of frost energy goes over her shoulder and sort of catches the boss guy in the hip, sort of twisting him to the side with his free hand. He sort of like rubs the side a little bit, trying to get some life back into it.
Perfect. And so I have one action left. I'm just going to, I look so rough at this point. Like, barely hanging on rough. And I just will use my last point to get up and just be staring daggers. Told you were next. And that is my turn.
Very good.
Oh shit.
You've got. Where did you move to?
She did. She just.
I'm up from prone.
I just want to dial back 1 sec. I'm granting you a hero point for the epic kick off of the side.
This is Skyrim.
Yeah. All right. So after Iruian is bad guy number 2, seeing that the odds are not so much in his favor, he's going to climb to the top of the stairs. And we don't have the means to see it right now, but he's just going to sort of like step to the side a little bit so the floorboards are giving him significant cover, but he's got an angle on Lazalia. He's going to take 2 shots. Nope. The first one, just like giving the startlement of having just actually taken damage, the first one hits the floorboards right next to him, but then he leans out a little bit further, and he's going to... That's probably a critical hit, because he's going to have... No, not quite, no. 26 to hit.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Yeah, so just a normal hit. He's going to roll minimum damage, 5 points of piercing damage as an arrow sinks into sort of like your lower midsection. The point where like everybody hides the wound in the movies until it's too late. You know? Right there.
Yes, I got an arrow!
Pull it out,
I'm a
fire it back.
pincushion right now, so have at her.
That means next is Lazalia. Would you like to, as a free cool action, rip the arrow?
I would.
It will cost you an interact action. It's not
Which
a
is
free action.
What?
Just like
Interact,
one
one
of your
point.
free-
One action to pull it out.
Ah! I'll leave it in. Because
It's
what I want.
stopping the bleeding anyway.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
deal with it
shit,
later.
those things in.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up the stairs and I'm going to draw my other one with the quick draw. And I'm going to do my twin feint.
Fainting would not be attacks. That's just sort of like making him think you're gonna hit him.
You fake it with one and then you hit with the other with advantage.
There's no such thing as advantage, but it'll be.
Oh, they're flat-footed.
So you get your sneak attack if you did.
Oh, okay. So, I think ordinarily you would not be able to combine your quick draw and that, but I think like it seems to fit the circumstances to me, so I'm going to allow it. You fake with the one you've got out, and then you sneak up with the one you're quick drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Phew.
So,
Worried I was going to be a party pooper there.
No. I was good. So that is a 22 to hit.
22 is a hit. You get your sneak attack on it.
Okay, so does that change my damage?
Regular damage plus 1d6, I think, at your current level.
Yep.
Regular damage.
So D4 plus a D6.
A steel dagger, is it d4?
That's a 4. It's a D4. Yeah. So that's a 4 and a 2 plus 6 is 12.
All right. Yeah, you feint him expertly. Or don't you have to roll something for the feint to see if it actually affects him?
I do believe it's a deception check, but I don't.
New rules. Who this?
Automatically flat-footed against the second attack. Apply your multiple attack penalty to the strike normally.
Okay, so he doesn't have any save on it?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. You actually get both strikes, as a matter of fact. Oh, which means that your second attack would be at the minus. So
No, it would still. I'm still plus 6 on the second attack.
what is your highest bonus to hit?
10.
10. Okay, then yeah, it would have been plus 6. What would your total have been for the second attack then?
I didn't even roll for a second attack.
No, your second attack was the sneak attack one.
Because your first attack is going, ha! And then second attack is the actual.
Well, the first attack is it's a strike with each of your 2 melee.
So the second one would have been 15.
Okay, so unfortunately, as a point of order, your second attack, the one with the sneak attack, doesn't hit.
Okay.
The first one that was trying to throw him off balance did hit. So we're just going to
So
take
it's
away
10.
the 2 from the sneak attack. Still a solid hit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Just, your flourish wasn't quite right. You get stuck in the scabbard again. You're not quite used to this. You practiced your quick draw on the bow, not on the dagger so much. But you catch him sort of like under the fringe of the armor, up into the ribs kind of thing. It's a good stab.
Yeah. Okay.
Next is Osmond.
I'm going to pull the one sword out,
Mm-hmm.
and then as I'm walking up the stairs, I'm going to grab the other sword, like spin them, and then start moving my way as far as I can up the stairs.
Yeah, you'll get to the top stuck behind Lazalia.
Got the bone to pick with you.
I have
One additional action. If
Well,
any.
No, that would be
He picked up.
one action, pull his old sword. Second action, grab the
Grab
other
the
one
new
from the
s-
body.
oh,
Third
fair.
one, movement.
Yep, totally.
I love how we all just start waddling to show movement.
Just lad.
Can I see number 2 from where I'm standing?
No, he's taken cover to the left of the top of the stairs, to the right from you.
That's what I'm saying. It's planks, though. Can I actually
Is it-
physically see them? Like, where they are?
So it's over top of where Gislad would be, not that way.
This side, not this side,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. So
he's-
Gislad is there. It's kind of up top.
You can see faint shimmers of him through the cracks. I'm going to call that greater cover.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Get fucked, fucker! As I will cast Magic Missile with 3 actions. Automatically hits as long as I can see them. Yep. So that is going to be
3.
4 plus 4 plus. That's 12 points of damage.
Get wrecked, son.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a hero point for clutch magic missiles just like spiraling through the air. And like, you ever see those videos of like 2 people face to face and a hawk comes through just perfectly? Like that precision spiraling through the cracks and planting into the bottoms of his feet, making him sort of like
Dance, monkey, dance!
yeah,
And that's my turn. It's 3 actions.
rock and roll.
Me next.
Aruian.
I have a question for
Yes.
you. How flimsy does it look? Because, I mean, like, in here it doesn't look great. So how flimsy is that plank?
I'm gonna say this is not OSHA approved flooring.
My second question, how many points does it take for me to shout?
Oh my.
It takes 1 action.
Wonderful.
Now, I will note the first question you asked is effectively a 1-action lore check or perception check the floorboards,
That's fine.
which I should have made you roll for, but nonetheless.
So I look, I see that things are shoddy. I move forward a bit. And I just look up and I go, hey fucker. Foos! With all of my power. From
Really?
the depths of my belly, I shout.
Get in my belly!
For like where his feet would be.
Roll your Constitution save.
Right. Constitution fortitude.
Yes.
Oh, that's not gonna be great. That's gonna be 11. But I don't care. I don't care if this knocks me unconscious again. I want to hurt him.
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Okay. Yeah, so you are definitely you're aiming high and just shotgunning yourself straight down onto the ground.
I'm okay with this.
You are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Lovely. Perfect.
It's slightly outside of the range of this level of the spell, but I'm going to grant it to you for the rule of cool. You're also getting a hero point because this is awesome. As you shatter the floorboards beneath him, and he falls straight through the ground, basically almost directly on top of just slide. Not quite, so you're not going to take the damage from that. You are going to take... give me a reflex save.
From me?
Yeah.
Oh no! That's gonna be
You get +7.
I love how you know that off my own character sheet. Thank you. 17 total. Thanks,
Alright,
baby.
with that you take no damage from the splintering wood. However, he is going to take just enough bludgeoning damage as he falls to knock him unconscious, and he's just sort of bleeding from the mouth on the floor next to Gislad. Combat is over.
I request the killing blow. And I pick up my knife. And I walk over and say, this is a mercy. And I slit his throat. So
And as
he
you're doing
bleeds
that-
faster.
As you do that, Gislad kind of goes,
Are we taking the head?
And as you say, are we
That's
taking
a
the head?
good point. And I
Awesome.
just start cutting through.
As you say, I push my hand, as you say, are we taking the head? And I just... Whooshing!
You're gonna risk me? I'm right there.
Looks like I missed 1 flight, but good enough. Just cleaning up the mess.
And I'm just gonna be panting. Oh.
is someone there?
And then I sit down, staring at him and the sword, and I start binding my own wounds.
I was trying to imagine the first scene of Game of Thrones. He who passes the sentence will swing the sword.
I'm just I'm gonna say that the soothe that you dealt me fixed my hole in my head.
Okay, so this one is completely out of
No, don't worry.
oomph.
They don't exist.
So I rolled a 22
Agreed.
to heal thyself.
Yep, that is a successful heal on yourself.
And we're gonna loot the hell out of the bodies.
Well, we only have 2 bodies because number 3 was yeeted off.
Sorry, guys.
No. So I just got 11 points of healing to myself. I am now looking significantly better.
Excellent.
Let's see if this captain has anything.
The chief is actually just across the way, technically speaking, but you've killed all the bandits here. I'm satisfied with that.
Okay.
Your healing
I got 11 points of healing, so I'm at 10 damage currently.
Excellent. Any other immediate reactions to the end of combat?
54 gold, nice.
Okay. I will do the proper looting afterwards and send it
Yeah,
into
if there's
the
any
group chat.
chests or...
There's tons of junk in here. A
Yep.
couple potions I saw as well. There's going to be some gold and so on.
Yep, we'll
Okay.
take it.
But
Well,
for the sake of expediency,
I would like to take that axe and just like hack the thing of cheese in half
yep.
and just like take it with me, like taking this shit.
So is that below or above where we are?
This would have been where you guys were.
Oh, and
Okay.
steal his wine.
Yeah.
So when you
Absolutely.
do that, I just sort of look at you and go, please may I have a bite? Also, can I have a swig?
And I hedge you the other thing, and I'm like, I think we should take the wine. And I'm like,
I just want a swig.
I was gonna pour it in your wounds, but
That's not a good idea.
No.
Actually, it's not a high enough proof of the alcohol.
it's not the high enough proof of alcohol. I was just trying to help.
It's Skyrim mead, so it might actually.
Thank you. And I just like nibble on the cheese chunk like a little mouse.
Well, it looks like the sun's starting to set. We should probably get back to Whiterun, collect the bounty, and then maybe hit up Riverwood in the morning.
Yep, I'm good with that.
All right, let's get home.
Oh, I like how you say that. Oh,
It's home for now. Home is where you have friends.
Well, then this is home right here.
Exactly.
and here.
Oh,
And here.
And also
And
here.
okay.
Okay, this.
You know I had a home. You've been there.
Hey,
You
your
could
home
have.
could use
Got
some
dodged by the
work.
Imperials.
We could use some improvements.
You know, it was actually a very nice homestead.
Oh, I
Once
agree.
upon a time.
Oh, well,
The bones of it look nice.
Thank you.
Isn't that what they say in renovation shows? It's got good bones.
It's got good bones.
Oh my god, renovation Skyrim!
No.
You know what? They did an entire DLC for that.
Oh yeah, Earthfire.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
there's a fox.
Oh yeah, no, you got to pick one of 3 locations to build a house. Like
Flowers.
flowers and
the amount of details you can put in.
some more of those interesting road markers.
All right, so this one has questions for all of you. How are we all feeling physically?
And I like point to this like the broken off end of an arrow that's still
Oh,
bleeding down
that's
my.
Oh, sheep dip.
I take. What arrows were they using? Steel or iron?
I will
The-
confirm.
The boss dude. Because I have 3 of them in me.
I will confirm later. Right now, I can neither confirm nor deny.
So
A mid note.
in my healing, I would have pulled them out in such a way as to not further injure myself and patched it up, and then I would have handed my bloody arrows to Lizalia.
The fletching tickles in a most uncomfortable and painful way as you pull the arrow through, but it beats pulling the head back through.
All right, so this one has a plan. It wants to lay down. It wants to have a nice nap.
We're trolling with the head.
Skipping along.
Tell you what,
Guards just like, citizens.
how do 3 of you feel?
If
You
they,
know,
look,
in-
if they
in-
look nervous at all, I'm just gonna go, the bandits from up the road won't be causing you any more problems. This is proof. Sorry.
Tell you what,
Oh, we should probably... People are gonna... Ooh.
We should probably put it in the bag.
I look to the guard. Do you have a spare bit of cloth so as not to disturb the rest of the citizens as I wiggle the head in my hand?
He just like reaches into his pocket and pulls out like a burlap sack. Like, it's our duty to take care of the bounties as well. Better come prepared next time.
Perfect. Sorry, weren't expecting this.
I'll be honest, this one hasn't really gotten hit at all. You guys can go take a seat. I'll go turn in the bounty for us.
Sure, here you go.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'm pretty good.
It's good to stay in pairs.
Does the town have a surgeon?
Yeah. You didn't ask for a good one.
You're welcome to ask around, but that's not knowledge you just have off.
No.
It wouldn't take
I'm gonna
long
go
to
t-
fix you.
I'm gonna go to the Screaming Talos guy. See if you can point me to where it's like a temple or something where they have, priest of Archay, perhaps.
Alright, well, we'll make that quick stop here real quick. Redundant, but... Today they take away your faith, but what of tomorrow? What then?
Heimsker.
What?
Preaching to the choir. The priest of Arcane. I've been worse for wear.
Yes, the son of Skyrim, true worshipper of Talos.
Yes, I got the thing right here, and I pull up my amulet. I'm like, yes, I know. Priest of Arcane. Talos isn't much in the healing business. Can you?
The temple is just over there.
Thank you.
Alright, we will return to your healing momentarily.
Just flick the bag of the head out of the feet of him. Get all over the carpet.
Just rolling along the ground.
And do we have to give it to the Jarl?
No, I'm pretty sure he has people for that.
The steward.
I will go to the steward.
Is he eating dinner? Just plop it on the platter.
It's with a loud clattering.
Good evening. We have Bountiful.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Yeah.
And he hands you a sack full of 100 gold septims.
The price of a man's life is only 100 septims. Kind of morbid when you think about it.
Enjoy the head.
And then I'll take the gold. I will go to... I want to see the...
Secret fire?
No, the wizard real quick. Barangar.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities like the rest of the great warriors.
No, I'm here to look at your books real quick.
Oh, I'm eating dinner. Could you come back tomorrow?
Fair. Have a pleasant evening.
Yes. You too.
And then I will make my way back to the inn and call it a night.
And I'm following along.
How are you feeling, Azalea?
Pretty good. I might stop at the temple, though.
Okay. I think Osmond walked in there. I'm just going straight back to bed. So have a good night. I will see you in the morning. This one will see you in the morrow.
Kinnereth. She'll do.
She'll do.
Ooh, I like it in here.
As you enter, you're welcomed by Danica Purespring, who says, "Welcome, child."
Hail.
Sorry. You sounded like a drunken Dex. Hey there, little girl. I need to bounce you now, yo.
I'm a little worse for wear. The priest, can you maybe help a guy out?
Yes, of course.
And a girl?
As you stumble in about 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, of course. If healing is what you seek, simply offer a prayer to Kinnereth. She will give you a blessing, and I will tend to your wounds as you pray.
Lovely. Hey, Kenneth, I know we don't talk much, but, you're like my top 3 favorite gods. Nobody's gonna replace Talos, but, you're definitely up there. Show us wife and all, you can't be beat. So,
You tell all the gods.
You sound like those once-a-year Christians.
Who gets dragged in at Christmas time.
Yeah, she accepts your half-hearted and awkward prayer, grants you her blessing as Danica tends to your wounds. Unfortunately, she's not super great at it.
kills me.
Just she just barely crosses the threshold, but those dentists where okay, I'm just gonna take the plaque away, and then they stab you in the gums repeatedly.
It's getting rid of the plaque, just from the base.
So she heals you, but you feel it. You get 12 points of healing.
Hell yeah.
You also, with the blessing of Kinnereth, have a +2 status bonus to your constitution for the next 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Lazalia, as you enter sometime later,
Would I be in time to see what he's doing?
yeah, you get in time just to see him finishing his prayers and her finishing bandaging him, as he sort of gets up and We cool Talos.
We call Dallas your main man.
And Danica welcomes you. Oh, you.
face.
She sees the blood patch on your side there. Are you with him?
I am.
You come offer your prayer and you will be healed.
Oh, okay. So I'll walk up to the shrine and I'll say, I have no idea who you are. I don't know how to pray to you, but if you would be willing, I would love some healing.
All right. She takes your confused yet heartfelt prayer and grants you her blessing, +2 a status bonus to Constitution for the next 8 hours. And the priestess works on bandaging you up. Is it okay if I lift your shirt just a bit here, dear?
Absolutely.
And so she sort of lifts up and like looks at the through and like sort of grimaces a little bit, but pads it with linens and sort of wraps it around your midsection. This one she did a much better job of. Mind you, it only heals you for 6 points of damage. That's extensive piercing trauma through the midsection.
And
Thank you, kind lady.
You are most welcome, my child. Anytime you have prayer for Kinnereth, I am here at your side.
Is that guy in the corner there also a priest? Because she's like busy healing people and stuff. Is that guy there also a priest?
Oh. You don't know just looking at him, but you're welcome to speak to him.
I want to awkwardly give him money to be like hey, buy the kids and something nice, donation to the church.
Oh, thank you, stranger. This will help the temple upkeep.
Forgetting that I buy the kids something nice, forgetting that they're celibate.
Blessings of Kirineth upon you, stranger.
I would see that.
Yeah.
And not knowing anything, I would think that was customary, and I would go up and give him a couple of gold too.
Oh, thank you, miss. Very kind.
So what Ariane does, while all y'all be doing that, she walks up to the barmaid, still absolutely drenched in her own blood and other bodily fluids because of the cerebral trauma.
Just pack it with linen.
And
you're just bleeding from your temple. Hey, how's it going?
I just look at her and go, hi. So, it's been a long day.
I can see that.
I'm going upstairs to try and fix more of this. Could I possibly have a bath whenever it's convenient? I can clean this off, but the soaking will be so nice.
Yeah, we can do that. You want some candle wax to seal those holes before you get into the water?
The soothing, the magic.
Okay, yeah.
Healed, so the skin might still be open, but the skull is sealed itself back up.
Yeah, you've got fresh scabs. This is just yeah, sure, a bath right away.
And if I could,
Can you make it up the stairs all right?
some help might be nice.
Yeah.
With the bath.
I like that they're awkwardly staring at us.
Yeah.
With the bath, if I could just have food as well.
Of course. We'll have a meal sent up to you. John, would you be so kind as to help her up the stairs? He says, yeah, sure. Great, there'll be a fresh mug waiting for you when you come back. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, I'll help. And so he just awkwardly offers his arm. He doesn't want to touch inappropriately. He's hover hand helping until you grab onto him.
I just sort of no, it's okay. All of here is because I'm used to bodies being injured, so I don't have that sort of like, ooh, don't touch me there kind of a thing, because I'm used to helping with medicine. So just sort of like, no, it's okay, right there's great. And like, okay, yep.
Alright, he helps
Stairs, let's go.
He helps you up the stairs. Like, he doesn't know the right grip, but he's helping and holding as best as he can. It's like, so, you come here often?
Relatively,
Is he trying to pick you up?
bandits,
I think he's
man.
literally picking it up.
Bandits suck.
Yeah, they're a real curse on the countryside.
Yeah, we, managed to kill some of them, which is great. I need to not be at the front. I'm squishy.
You could say that again, but you're doing the work of the divine, so I'm sure you'll be rewarded.
Oh, hopefully. Oh boy.
Alright, just to keep things moving.
And once we get up, I'll or when we're going up, I'll slip him 5 gold for helping me. I know he's getting a free mug, but
You need help.
I appreciate it so much.
When you're healed up, I'll use this 5 gold, I'll buy you a drink. You tell me the story.
Will do. You're not gonna believe, and I point to the 2 things that are here. You're not gonna believe how I got these, or what was in there. And I close the door.
He just laughs nervously.
Shut the door. And I start bandaging myself up again.
You mean to the Macarena?
When Jaslad finally gets to the inn, I actually wanted to knock on Aurelian's door.
That's an 8 to try and heal myself, so I do not succeed, and I am immune to treat wounds for an hour.
It's sort of like when you've got a sore in your mouth and you just keep poking
La,
it
la,
with your
la.
tongue.
My
and
fat tongue the other night? Yeah.
And it doesn't heal because you're poking it all the time. That's what's going on.
And then I just sort of sit on my bed and slump waiting for the bath.
I hear you knocking on Aronian's door, checking in. We're just gonna blitz through the night, keep things moving. Comfort is had in the fellowship of one another. Healing, restfulness, good meal. You wake the next morning.
I was going to offer before bed to try to actually do some medicine for you.
You've got enough time between all of you that are capable of medicine.
Fair enough.
Everybody gets healed. We can just assume that anytime there's a safe place that you all heal up to max.
Everyone, get up! We must move!
And you greet the new day. A bit sore, a bit tired, but better for a good night's rest in a warm bed.
So you said you wanted to make a quick run to Riverwood?
Might as well. Where's Lydia? What is she doing these days?
She's just in the tavern waiting for instructions.
Lydia, do you wish to join us for a trek to Riverwood?
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's go to Riverwood.
Do you have a pack you need to grab or anything before we go?
No, I've got all the essentials here, and she's got sort of a shoulder bag on her back.
Okay, come on, Lydia. Let's go for a walk.
I'm just gonna say that I will have gotten up maybe a little bit earlier just to take a walk around town to help get some movement back in my joints.
Okay.
And if I come across any beggars or anything, then I would give them a few coin.
All right.
So,
How many would you say that, if I give them 2 each, how many would I have run across?
3 beggars.
Okay.
Total 6 gold.
So hear me out. I think we're not ready to get up that mountain yet. Soon, but not yet. We nearly died to 3 bandits. I can only imagine what we're gonna see at the top of that hill.
Or on the way up.
I don't like it. Oh, but guys, did you see that foos?
You boosted him up.
You foosed them up good.
I do the Bosmer equivalent of popping my collar. Yeah. Woo!
That being said,
Oh, that
I
hurt.
will speak to you in your native tongue as to not embarrassing you in front of everyone. For future reference, I'd recommend not running in front of everyone. At least
I'm
stand
gonna-
behind the one that's got beef.
I'm good.
And I'll look toward Osmond. You have no idea what I'm saying.
I'm
With
good
you
at.
speaking a gibberish.
I'm good at talk. He's not. And I switch to common. He's not speaking in gibberish. Switch back to Bosmer. I go, but I'm good at talking, and that can help with the situation. Really, the first knockdown was like, holy crap, from above bed. But like, I've got to get in.
That's
was
fair.
It was pretty close quarters.
It was fair, but be careful.
I will
Please.
try. I have no idea how, but I'm gonna try and figure out how
Oh,
to make
jeez.
myself hardier.
Bloody Imperials.
And I go back to comment and say, "Stop being racist."
Stop confusing me with your magics.
And then I switch back to Bosmer, and I'm like, "You are an idiot." And so you don't understand.
Don't worry, I could translate for you.
Don't bother.
I'm not going to anyway, I was just being a dick.
And then I start to speak Gel. Does anybody know Argonian? And I go, "This prick is really not nice, hey?
And back in jail. Agreed.
It'd be nice if he was to be a little less racist, hey?
Getting there.
You can't understand
I know
me
I
unless
can.
you know Gel."
But you know subtext!
But I will say, I think he has improved.
Maybe a little bit.
He hasn't been saying damned elves so often.
Let's go into the into the shop real quick. That's why we're here. That was a quick walk, all things considered.
It's a good thing that things were quick.
Who's got the,
I mean, do I in my
I
backpack?
think it's you, Rian. Yeah.
I just sort of like part all of my herbs to the very
Dead
bottom
rabbits.
and be like, "There's no dead rabbits in my pack. They're all to the innkeeper many days ago."
Jesus Christ, there's a whole graveyard in there!
And I go, "I got it!
I thought we only had one head, Jesus!
I got it!"
What have you got?
Heard somebody stole, this.
Oh, yes, you heard that?
Well, we walked
told
in and
us.
we walked in to try and get some supplies, and you were arguing with your sister, her
Lady.
So here, do we get a reward?
You found it?
Well,
There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny
they
thing,
didn't part with it willingly.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Sister. Okay. Hi, sister.
And he proudly displays it front and center on his counter there. And he says, "You must be rewarded for such efforts. You said they didn't part with it willingly. I bet they put up quite a fight."
They don't have hands to hold it anymore.
Well,
Or a face to look at it, or legs to walk towards it, or a torso to set it upon, or a head.
Okay, this is
I
a
think
little
he gets
bit
the
excessive.
picture.
Sorry.
that's a thief's ultimate fate, I should hope. Anyways, as thanks for bringing back the centerpiece of my shop, the greatest draw, if I'm being perfectly honest. Here, and he sort of like he opens a sack and sort of pours in another sack of gold until it's like what he feels is an appropriate amount, and he slides it across the counter, a hefty bag of 400 gold pieces.
Cool.
So that's 500 in rewards for the last 2 days, with less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna write anything down until
No.
he sent it in the group thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Question, good sir.
Yes.
Do you have any hawk feathers by any chance?
Hawk feathers. Let me take a look. No, I'm sorry. People don't often bring those in to trade with me.
Do you know of a Fletcher who might have feathers for arrows? Fletching? Wow. It's the noggin that got real messed up yesterday.
It's possible the blacksmith has some, but I think he generally just uses chicken feathers. They're a bit cheaper, easier to come by. Not quite as good, but you know, we're a humble small town. Chicken feathers do fine for hunting arrows.
Fair enough.
If I remember right, there's a special Fletcher in Solitude. Not that I bother with that kinds of things, but I remember touring the town when my daughter first got married. It was quite the talk of the town. They just moved in.
There you go.
Well, maybe over there then.
While they're having this conversation, I'm just browsing around, looking through his wares, see what he has. So I just wanted to randomly look. Oh, the robes. Blue Rage robes. Ooh.
Pretty sure it's the same effect as what you're wearing right now.
I'm not wearing anything. I'm wearing the
that's
Constitution.
true. Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at it and going, ooh. Okay. Okay. Way too rich for me. Anyway, yes, thank you.
Do you happen to have any glass vials that are empty?
That's a good question. Again, people don't often trade me empty bottles. It's the potions inside most people are interested in. Take a quick look. No, I'm afraid not. Sorry.
No, that's all good. Just thought I'd check while we're here.
Alright.
Back to River White.
River
We're
Run?
in Riverwood.
No,
We're going to Whiterun.
Whiterun.
that one.
Are you
Well,
sure the arrow didn't ruin the noggin?
I mean,
Where's
it's the other place that you were Solitude. Where's that?
Solitude is a long, long way from here.
I will actually bring out
Oh.
the map and show you. So, we're here. Solitude is way the F over here.
Oh.
Those at home. Ooh,
My daughter lives there with the idiot husband.
Oh,
I was just
no.
wondering because you want hawk feathers, so
I think I heard somebody saying that there's like a couple of hunters or something in Whiterun, so maybe they have what I'm looking for.
Isn't there a fletching place that's also an inn? Right as we walk into town, we've passed it a million times.
I mean, you ask the sky and it does not respond.
I'm asking my friends. You guys not remember the building on the
There was
left?
the blacksmith and there was the...
Across from Backsmith. Isn't that
Well,
not
I-
an inn there?
I thought that the ones from across were the hunter people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
also an
I'm
inn.
saying. It's an inn?
Last time I came through here.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Lucan, after listening to this whole conversation, says, well, until next time, thank you so much for bringing in the golden ball.
Of course.
Well, let's head back to town then.
If you have any more trouble with people stealing shit, and I just
You'll be the first ones I call. Where can I find you?
Whiterun for the next couple days, and then we're off.
We're Thanes? Thanes.
Thanes.
We're
Thanes of
Thanes of Whiterun.
Well, I know my letters will get to you for sure.
All right, Peter Pat, let's get out.
Safe travels.
You as well. Finger guns all the way out.
Bigger crossbows. All right, off we go. It's still midday. We have time. So,
Nice.
Osmond, how many kids?
2.
Daughter, son?
Daughter's son. Sigmund, my youngest. The idiot who ran off with the Stormcloaks.
So you don't like the Stormcloaks and you don't like the Imperials.
Because they messed with his son. It's
It's not that I don't like the Stormcloaks. My brother's an officer in the Stormcloaks. Hjalmund went to Gale. He and Galma grew up like that. Galma and is Ulfric's Stormcloaks, the person.
He almost got his head chopped off with
Yeah,
us.
the same one. He's the Jarl of Windhelm. He rules Eastmarch, the eastern portion. It's much more frigid than it is here.
If he's a Jarl, why are they trying to kill him?
He's a rebel. So the Stormcloaks, the rebels, take the name from him. And my brother, Hjalmund, his wife is Galma's sister. It's all very tight knit, like the Blue Palace, or the Palace of Kings. I forget what the palace is called in Windhelm. I haven't been there in some time. But Hjalmund doesn't have any children of his own, so he likes to get in my son's ear and whisper him nonsense.
As we're running around, I want to just keep an eye out for hawks.
Hawks, alright.
And unfortunately, my son is rather young and impressionable.
When you say young, though, how young?
18.
That's quite young.
He's actually only a year younger than me.
Yes, and my daughter, for all her brains, somehow ended up with an imperial officer. That I was
The
not.
heart wants what the heart wants.
I know.
That and an officer will give her
An
good
imperial
hope.
officer
So,
in Skyrim.
and
If my wife was still alive, she'd be spinning in a grave.
no, she
Well,
wouldn't
technically,
be
if she was
spinning in her
alive-
grave.
If she was
If
alive,
she-
I would be spinning like crazy in my grave if I was alive. Like desperately, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out! I am husband's wife! Get me out!
If she was still alive, she'd be furious.
Okay, we can accept that.
So, and then as we walk in, I'm just gonna point to like the hunter's lodge that's like right there on the left.
Yeah, I thought it was just a hunter's lodge. Like 100 people were in there.
The sign says the Drunken Huntsman.
Oh,
Oh, it's a tavern.
Most taverns have
That
beds.
seems dangerous. Don't want to mix bows and alcohol.
oh, I'll walk
Might
up.
mix your alcohol with a bow. And I'll just walk up.
Yeah,
Alright.
the pair of us will go in and see if we
Oh,
have
I'm
any
coming with you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Osman, come on! Come have a drink!
Don't have to tell me twice.
You find some assorted, like, archery, paraphernalia, targets, and so on. A hearty meal roasting over the fire, but a relatively empty tavern at this time of day. Elrundir greets you, saying, "Ah, hello, my Nord friend and merfolk. Elves and Khajiit friend. How can I be of service?"
So inclusive.
Oh, I like everyone to feel welcome at the Drunken Huntsman.
That is very good to know.
So what
Some
are you looking
people
for?
are not so inclusive. I'm looking for and seriously hoping that you have some. I'm looking for feathers of a hawk variety.
I'm afraid I keep my supply very locked down. I'm known for the best arrows in Whiterun. But if there's anyone who's going to have some, it'll be Arcadia at Arcadia's Cauldron. She uses them in her potions.
Yeah, that's what I need it for too.
Yes. That's your best bet, other than taking one down yourself.
Then off we go.
Perfect.
Pint
Thank you very much for your help.
for the road.
Oh, but of course.
And I will just prestidigitation a little cup mug instead of having to pour one of his.
I don't think prestidigitation lets you create things out of thin air.
Minor objects that
You
are...
can make minor objects.
Okay.
They can't be tools, but like a styrofoam cup.
Red Solo cup. I fill you up.
To eat the couch.
Let's have a party.
Yeah, so, you know, a pint of the house brew is going to be 10 gold.
Hey. Okay.
That's quite the trick you've got there. I like that. I wish all my patrons had mugs like that, then I wouldn't have to clean them.
Mm-hmm.
I use prestidigitation to make a little plate and say, what you have roasting over there smells absolutely divine. May I have a small piece?
Oh, of course. And he just, like, proudly walks over and shaves off, like, a spiral portion of meat from the rotating spit. And just, like, presents it to you almost, like, coiled up on your plate.
Oh my goodness.
He says, he sort of, like, leans in. My favorite way is just put the one in your mouth, and then you just sort of, like, work your way down the whole
Like
way.
a noodle?
Like a meat noodle.
I'm gonna do that.
Philistines.
And I start like chewing on it like a noodle.
Oh, it's delicious. Due to the the rotisserie action, the entire thing you have has that nice crisp browning on it. He's basically like taken 2 millimeters off the whole length of it, and now it's rotating and just sort of roasting up and browning on the outside again for the next person.
Wonderful.
I would like to talk to him about his arrows.
Oh.
To just set up my mouth is, how much would you like for the meat?
For the meat, that'll be 5 gold. How special, thank you. He has orcish, steel, and iron arrows. I like to keep it simple. Fletching is more my expertise. If the arrowheads are recovered, I can use those. The arrow shafts I hand carve myself. You won't find any better arrows in all of Whiterun.
So how much are the orc?
9 gold each.
For him?
I promise you, they strike true, and they've got a wicked sharp edge that tears just about anything up. They're quite vicious. I use them to take down elk myself.
Oh. I think I will take 5.
5 orcish arrows, very good. 45 gold, please.
I will hand him the 45 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you. Please do come back to the Drunken Huntsman. I'd love to have you all again.
I'm done. My meat noodle, and I finish it up, poofing my plate, and go, definitely, we'll be back for more of that.
I'm glad you liked it.
And I walk out the door.
I'm just like sipping my pint ever so slowly and like, thank you.
As the spit rotates, he actually seasons the new outside of it to make sure the next person gets the full breadth of the flavor as well. Farewell then.
That's all for now.
So yeah, I plan on just spending the rest of my day sitting at the inn looking through that book we found at the Standing Stone.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk. I thought you were talking about the Saints and Seduction one. I'm gonna read the Blessing of.
That's for after I go to the bedroom alone.
Shoggorath. I'm gonna read this one. This isn't a naughty book, is it?
Daedra, Lord, you never know.
Kind of like look in. Is there like a synopsis page?
No, the medieval style of books, it just gets right into the thick of it.
Well, I guess I'll find out in public then, and I just start reading my book by the fire.
Oh my! Like folds out poster. Whew.
All right. Well, you have certainly earned your keep today. Adventuring, taking down some bandits, returning the Golden Claw to its rightful owner. We'll leave things off there, resting peacefully in the inn. A lot less bloody than the previous day.
And what time would it be?
At this point, it's probably only 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Awesome. Lots of drinking, lots of food.
I
Get our
plan on
money's
doing
worth
some more.
from the Jarl.
I'm gonna work out with Lydia. I'm sure she'll does some.
We didn't talk to Lydia the entire time we were walking. Oh shit, you're here!
She's a bit used to being sort of not looked down upon, but ignored
Invisible.
for her status.
Lydia, did you want a drink?
I'd love one.
I will buy her 20 gold worth of booze while we're sitting here.
We're not paying for anything.
I will buy her personally because we're not, but she's probably expected to. I will buy her whatever she wants for the evening for food and drink.
She is taken aback and sips very slowly so as to keep her composure around her new employers.
I am going to put the book down when I see that Lydia is drinking and like having conversation and be like, sorry, that was really rude. And I'm gonna start just like not invasive questions, just be like trying to get to know you like a chill person.
Alright.
Instead of like a crazy person, which is normally how I do things.
Well, at this point, we're going to end our game for the evening. We will continue your conversation with Lydia, your practicing with her, and whatever other happenings in our downtime here. I will say, at this point, the enormity of having taken down a dragon is really starting to sink in. You know, the adrenaline's worn off at this point, as well as taking down a bandit encampment that has been terrorizing that road for some time, and returning an item to its rightful owner. At this point, you feel prepared to take the next step in your growth as an adventurer and advance to level 3.
Oh yeah.
So, in the fireside chat over the next week, please describe the training that you undertake to advance forward into being
32. So much better than 24.
into being the best you can be.
What are you doing?
My health.
To all the fine folks at home, thank you so much for watching.
What are you rolling health?
We're so
I
happy
don't
to
know. I
have
just
you here.
wanted to.
We will see you next week, Wednesday o'clock, 6 p.m., same time, same place. And perhaps at that point, we'll see what the Greybeards are going on about.
Yeah.
Which is nonsense in that order.
Until then, have a great night, have a great week. We love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.